Episode 44, Geeks at the Nerd Table. We're talking Avatar, we're talking all the news, and I think Kev has a question for us. Welcome back to Geeks at the Nerd Table. Let me go down the line. We got Kev down there.
What's going on?
We got Mike to my right.
Hello there.
We got George over on the ones and twos.
What's up?
And I'm Frank. Larry is out for the evening.
Terrible.
And yeah,
Terrible.
Stop. It's for London.
it is
Love
for
you,
London.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally for London. We love you.
I didn't even know. But okay. Love you, London.
Good luck. Break a leg.
Not really.
Huh? Oh. Okay.
Kevin's like,
It's a theater
Theater talk.
thing.
Theater talk.
I got a theater talk. All right. I
Yeah.
got
come
it.
on,
theater
kid.
talk.
Get with the picture.
All right, so I think we're talking all the news that's going on that we got coming out. As Kevin's just losing it down
Why
there.
you laughing, bro?
Because
What is happening? What is happening?
It's an inside joke that me and Mike are having right now.
Oh no, I'm out of it.
Yeah, we're out of it, bro.
Damn, bro. Listen, man, this is the Frank and George show now.
Yeah,
Screw it.
the tech side's out of it. The two kids get
No,
the
we're,
dude,
we're
this
in it. They're out.
this is all analog, all right? There's no tech involved.
That's our cheat
in a
sheet.
big
Their cheat
pen.
sheet.
Yeah, the cheat sheet.
All right, so you guys want to hit us up on the news?
Sure. I think we should probably go in the chronological order here, and we'll start with Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is it. We've been waiting for this for how long? For how long?
Over a year.
I mean, has it really been a year?
How long?
No, it's been
It
longer
feels
than
No, I
that.
was saying,
Feels
like, we
like
knew
it.
about
this for a long
For
time.
a good while.
It's been a
I
while.
mean, I've been waiting for a certain yellow jumpsuit since, what, 2000?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been waiting
Yeah.
for that for
We've been waiting for Deadpool 3 since before Fox got bought out by
Yeah.
Disney.
Is
Like,
it?
I've been waiting for
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 when it was X-Force.
yes, yes.
we didn't. Wasn't there a point where we thought there might not even be a Deadpool 3 because of Disney?
Yeah,
And
because
how,
Disney took over Fox.
Well, I think the big question was, is Disney going to allow Deadpool to be Deadpool, right?
Yes.
I think the big issue was, are they going to let it be a rated R film? And I think we got the confirmation that it will be a rated R film.
100%.
Yeah.
So this is what we wanted, because if they would have went the other route, I think it would have just deterred a bunch of people from just Deadpool in general.
Mhm.
And then you add our guy, Logan.
You didn't even
Mm.
see him. You saw a
didn't-
shadow.
you got
a
see a
shadow.
shadow.
A shadow.
And the back of the head.
If it wasn't for all the leaks, we wouldn't have known that he was in this movie. But we got that scene too, and it's just like
It
straight up
wasn't even a leak.
confirmation.
Ryan Reynolds posted it himself.
I mean, Ryan
Come on,
Reynolds-
that was part of the hype for this movie. It was
I mean,
Ryan Reynolds
like,
calling out.
He's sitting on the couch.
Hugh
Yo,
Jackman.
you want to do a movie together? Sure.
That's literally.
Oh my God, that feels
That's
so
how me
long
and-
ago.
Right?
Right?
Well, that's
That-
what I'm saying. I thought it wasn't a
This
year
has
ago. It had
been
to be
his,
like 2 or
like-
3 years ago that we got that. No, it had to be 2 years at least.
No.
We've been waiting a year because this was supposed to come out last year.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And
got called
because of
because of
the
the
writer strikes and actor strikes and everything, it got pushed back.
Can we just give a round of applause for the guys who actually kept it to this year? Because everything else is getting pushed back. This is literally one of the
That's
only
crazy.
Marvel movies that we're getting this year.
It-
And we got to savor it.
They also were filming before the strikes.
Yes.
Thank God.
They were in the middle.
they had writing done.
Right.
And they were starting principal filming and had to shut down.
Thank you, Ryan
and they still
Reynolds.
had to finish filming. I think up until the end of last month.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they
believe.
did some reshoot stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
they got only a few months to get this whole thing done and edited and everything. And that's, I mean, kudos to the people behind the scenes making this movie. But I mean, with the strikes, I mean, I guess that's kind of what they signed up for.
Yeah, I mean,
But hey, I mean, they're getting their money.
I hope
and
they get
and
their
hope
paychecks right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
if
Yep.
they get this movie out and it does exactly what everybody's hoping it does, these people should be getting high praise. Just saying.
yeah,
Do you know
absolutely.
Do you know what cool distinguished thing Deadpool 1 has? It was the first $1 billion rated R movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really? First
Yes.
$1 billion rated R movie.
Really? I didn't know that.
Ain't that insane?
That is insane. But guess what? This is
Interesting.
going to be the third one.
We got 3. We
We're
got
getting
trilogy.
3.
It's
We
still
got a
not even like
trilogy.
rated R in the sense of like rated R movies.
No, it's not. I mean,
it's like rated R
first-
light.
it says like
Women's Day?
Oh,
there's going to be a lot of things that are going to get people pissed off at this movie because it's like
Yeah.
you're in a time where you can't say these things. Screw that. It's Deadpool. That's why we love him, right?
exactly.
So let's I guess let's deep dive into the trailer a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
go ahead,
Do it.
Kevo.
We
So-
got the first inside joke of Disney in the first 10 seconds of this, of the trailer, which we kind of knew. We knew that Ryan Reynolds, once Disney bought Fox and they were going to make a Deadpool 3, I bet you he had a whole list of jokes for Disney.
He's
So
probably still writing.
he-
Probably.
I mean, God, the first few seconds, we got the TVA. That's when you
Yeah.
know it's
Yep.
it's happening.
We got Wade with a wig.
Yeah.
That threw me off because I'm like,
And a
I
Hawaiian
thought,
shirt?
yeah, and a Hawaiian shirt.
Hawaiian
So I'm
shirt.
sitting there, I'm like, wait, is he the variant? I thought he was a variant of Wade Wilson that got
gotcha.
burned but didn't turn into Deadpool. I thought he
Yeah.
was just like a family guy that
Oh,
just
dude,
got
you
burned.
need HD.
Wait, what?
You need HD. That
You can see he's
that
burnt.
proved that.
No, I said I know he was burnt, but he didn't turn into Deadpool like the
Yeah.
the crime fighting kicking butt guy that curses all the time. He looked like a
Yeah.
family guy. He was real chill.
Yeah. Is it me or do you look kind of like
Happy?
not?
Do you-
No, I got kind of like sad a little bit. From what he was saying, he was like, the year has been rough. So whatever was going on, sounds like he's mentally going through it.
Maybe he kicked all the butt that they needed to do and he was
Or
bored.
what if?
Could be bored.
Or what if the TVA is at his door because of what he did at the end of Deadpool 2?
No, I wholeheartedly agree. That's what they're
Yeah,
there for.
definitely.
Because he did things. He went back in time and saved people and stuff like that.
Save
What-
Vanessa.
Killed baby
saved
Hitler.
Vanessa, saved the other
X-Force members.
X-Force members. So like he did things that weren't supposed to happen, and I think that's
Or
crazy.
maybe it did. We don't know. It's a trailer, but I mean, it's a possibility.
But then they drag him in to do their dirty work. So like it's
Mhm.
crazy. Like
what
so.
does he have them? What is it? What do they have him doing? Is
and
what
listen,
Probably cleaning up the Fox network.
cleaning up the
universe.
Fox universe.
Yeah, probably.
But here's my theory about this, though, right? So, like, if the Fox universe was shown in the last Marvels movie, are we going to see Deadpool with Monica Rambeau?
Man.
Because if they're cleaning up that universe, then she's bound to pop up at some point, right?
I don't
What
even know
what if she's popping up after?
is she even confirming this. I never even saw reports that her or Cable was going to be in this movie.
Well, Cable's not going to be in it.
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard any of that too. Yeah.
Do you think if Cable does show up, he makes a Thanos joke?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Why not? It's the same freaking guy.
It's literally the same guy.
We're getting a ton of X-Men in this movie.
Definitely.
Yeah,
There's
you
a-
already-
there is a ton of X-Men.
You already got Pyro from the original movies.
Right? Yeah, he was sprinkled in the
Yeah,
trailer.
he was
That's
sprinkled
right,
in
yeah.
there. Yeah.
They're keeping
There's
that
people
under
from
wraps.
all the different movies coming into this. So
I have a prediction for you guys. It's a little
Alright.
small one. All right, so you know in the trailer he's walking to a casino and you see Wolverine on the table playing a game. What if the dealer's actually Channing Tatum's Gambit?
Oh.
I was thinking about. it. I'm
actually,
like,
I'd be down with that.
You know
that
what?
would be a
'Cause it's
great
so
I
little.
was so
yeah.
bummed that never happened.
That's
I
not
was,
a bad
I was
theory,
actually
though.
excited for that one.
what
too.
if that's like the ultimate? Because that movie was
Because it was
for a
supposed to
long time was supposed to happen,
be, right.
Mhm.
And this is their way of saying, "Hey, look who it is."
Like, yeah, he could just flick the card up and like light it on
Yeah,
fire. Like,
'Cause
oh, that would
I
be dope.
believe in the comics that Wolverine in the casinos
Patch.
Gambit is kind of like his. That's like second in
Sidekick?
command, but he's working in there for him.
Sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, the guy
Maybe.
throws cards. How cool can he be?
But it'd be so
also
it'd
lives
be
in
a
that
funny
world.
thing
Yeah.
because you couldn't see the dealer, you just saw Wolverine's head blocking his way. So what if
Bro.
the camera goes and you see Channing Tatum's Gambit just dealing the cards?
Dude,
out?
that would be really freaking cool, though.
That'd be
I don't
totally
lie.
funny.
If that happens,
And I'm
free
surprised they didn't
popcorn
leak that
refill
one
for
yet.
Kevin.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We're all gonna excite for that one.
Nah, I'm gonna. Oh, I can't wait for this movie to come out, guys.
Because you could do so much with this movie.
Yeah,
It's
well, there's all the
ridiculous.
rumors of like everyone else showing up, like
Mhm.
a certain Ben Affleck as a certain blind lawyer.
Yeah,
Wait, it's who?
yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Daredevil?
rumor that Daredevil.
Because there was reports that
Oh, 'cause he was in the
Electra
Fox
the girl
universe.
playing
Mhm.
Electra was going to come back.
Garner, what's his-
Jennifer Gardner?
Jennifer
Jennifer
Garner was going to
Garner
come back
as
as Electra
Electra.
to play in this movie.
How
I
sad
wonder if
is
they're gonna
it?
get those two together.
How sad is it that Electra got a sequel and Daredevil did not? I just want to bring that up. That is
Listen,
like 20
man.
years of pain.
I wasn't feeling that whole Daredevil with Ben Affleck,
But
man.
I did
liked
like the
it.
suit though.
The suit was great.
I dug
I
it.
The
So
suit
actually
was
did
awesome.
enjoy
The story
the
was
suit.
okay. The movie
Did you ever see the
ended
extended
up.
cut with Coolio? I'm not making that up,
That sounds like some super BS right now.
dude.
What was Coolio in the movie?
You know,
for?
it is coming from DC Mike, so do we trust it?
No, I do trust him now because he's like
All right,
Coolio, and not everybody knows who Coolio is.
That's true.
So here we're gonna wrap this back down around a DC. So Coolio was in Batman Forever as the street gang leader.
Oh.
I'm waiting for
You
him
know,
to just pull
listen,
his zipper
listen,
down.
DC Mike. We're not talking about DC yet. We are still on Marvel and
Look,
Deadpool.
I gotta
You'll
take
have
my
your DC
opportunities when I
time.
get 'em, okay?
You will have your moments, Mike.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Relax.
Yeah, when
the-
DC gets their
relax.
life together. Oh, shots fired.
so back to the Deadpool trailer.
Sun's getting real low, buddy.
So we go back to back to Deadpool, right? So we have the TVA. Now, my thing with the TVA is they look like they're doing some shady stuff.
But yeah, the question was, is this before Loki?
The TVA looks like real hardcore because the like I don't know, foot soldiers or whatever you want to call them. They look like super armored up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
That's
don't
what
look
I'm
like
saying.
the other TVA
this-
like
Is this before Loki? That's
I
what I'm
don't think so.
saying. Like, or is this a TVA from another? I don't know.
Or
I
is
don't
this
know.
just like TVA with like movie budget?
what if it's the TVA from the Fox universe?
Was
What's
what?
that?
What if it's the TVA from the Fox universe?
Okay.
Isn't TVA kind of like? I mean, yeah.
Like we don't
maybe.
really understand if the TVA is multi-universal.
They kind of did that.
Oh,
in
they
the
did,
beginning.
right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
did say
'cause-
it was.
Yeah.
Well,
Because he went to another
So,
universe, and
this could
Mobius
be
didn't
both
recognize him.
before and after because we're talking TVA. So this literally can be a
Oh.
crazy timeline.
That could be
And
true.
also,
We
in
could
the
be seeing
trailer,
stuff,
don't
old
they show
stuff, new
like
stuff.
Loki stuff on
Yeah,
like one of the little screens?
So technically, Owen Wilson's supposed to be in this movie also,
Yes.
along with Tom Hiddleston. They're both supposed to be in this movie.
Loki?
Yeah.
Yep.
Loki's supposed to be in this movie as well.
I didn't hear that. I just
Yeah.
saw Mobius.
No, dude, look at IMDb. I am what?
IMDb.
IMDb. Sorry. And
Come
he's
on,
in there.
George.
Sorry, I had a brain fart.
see,
but yeah,
Undiagnosed dyslexia.
if I have it, my mom has never told me, and that explains a lot. But yeah, IMDb. He is in the casting,
Okay.
so it may not be your big role. It might be a small role, but
And credit scene?
It could be a cameo.
I mean, it could be end credit scene also.
I think there's gonna be quite a few cameos.
There's
would
good. Oh my God. there's
Half
gonna be
this movie
tons.
is going to be cameo.
This is going to be
All right.
the end game.
Everybody gets
both
one
universes.
wish list. One wish list cameo in this movie. Who do you want?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's not.
Off
You
the
gotta give me
spot.
time for that.
I'll go first. Thomas Jane Punisher. Fight me.
Gaben.
Hmm.
You know what? I want to see that.
Yep.
Hmm. I don't know, man.
Give me.
I just- I
give me,
I like your Gambit.
Yeah.
I was
give me
gonna
the
say
gambit.
Gambit, but also they've been. I've been hearing people talking about a certain character that may pop up. Give us the 2004 Hulk.
Oh, the Ang Lee one.
Ooh. Ang Lee.
Oh. And he can look
Oh.
terrible CGI too.
I'd be down for
and,
that.
then, and then in that movie,
What if he has
give
the
us
Hulk dogs?
Wolverine versus Hulk.
I know you always
And
can cut
that
him in
gives us the
half.
Wolverine versus Hulk.
It's just like a
Yes.
5-minute clip of them
Because
duking it out.
They were like they gave us the soda from the Incredible Hulk movie,
Right.
In the little end of where Deadpool's laying in the ground, and then from the one scene where he's laying it next to a bed, looks like the bed that Hulk was laying in Ragnarok.
Oh,
And then
good point.
And when he's fighting the TVA in the woods, it looks like it's Sokovia in the beginning of Age of
Yes.
Ultron.
Mm.
So there's so much they could do.
No,
here.
I want to see them Hulk dogs.
I want
Oh my God, those
what?
The Hulk
The
dogs from that
Hulk
Hulk
dogs.
movie.
remember?
I don't remember. It's been
Yeah,
so
exactly.
long.
You
Yeah.
don't need to watch it again ever.
I don't think I will.
They-
you only got to tell me
Their
twice.
whole head was the size of this table.
Yep.
dome.
Oh. God, that. But yeah, those that'd be mine. That'd be mine.
I don't know, man. I'm down for Ralph Boner pop up.
What did he say?
We don't want that.
What do you think this means for Marvel moving forward? Obviously, we have
We all
Marvel
know.
Jesus now,
Marvel Jesus.
but I
Is he
think
really Marvel Jesus or is he
He's
like the
saving-
anti Christ?
Hallelujah.
I think this is a pivot point for the Marvel universe. Definitely. I don't know if anything was reworked, but I want to see where it's going now.
Ooh.
yeah, I agree
Ooh.
with the pivot point.
Sorry, I just thought of another person I would love to say. Chris
is it?
Evans, Johnny Storm.
Oh,
The
man.
OG Fantastic Four.
You know,
I wouldn't
that
be
would
mad at that.
actually be really good.
What if
You
he's
bring
like
him in as that.
Fantastic Four assemble?
Oh my God.
No, he just
he'll
needs to
do
come
his-
in
he'll
and
do
say
his-
flame on
do
and
his
then get
finger
knocked
with
out.
That
Oh
would be
God.
awesome.
But the other thing too that I wanted to say, it's they're in the
void.
The void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a whole desert. It's not grass. It's not like a
Well,
whole land.
It was a desert at the end of Loki.
Yes.
Yes.
So when
And that's what people were getting confused about.
because remember in the background there was a pyramid, right?
Yes.
And the pyramid, I had a tie to it being Ramatut, and that's where Ramatut was being like he was located. But now I think with the whole Kang situation, and now Disney trying to change that,
We may not even get Kang.
right? There may not be no Ramatut anymore. So
yeah,
now
Kang.
this might deviate into something else where I think where you were talking about the soda can,
And the
the-
Secret Wars magazine.
and they had the Secret
or
Wars magazine,
comic,
comic
yeah.
book.
the
Yeah.
comic book. Yeah,
this will be Battle World.
this will be
That is
Battle World.
Battleworld.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, and listen,
That theory is out there.
we've been talking about Battle World being the void for a while now, and I think this is giving us a little bit more confirmation that that's what's happening.
I mean, yeah, you could kind of say it was kind of teased at the end, not only with the comic book next to him, but looked like Wolverine was about to fight Deadpool.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Now, here's my thing. This is not affecting the Logan timeline, from what I heard. What's his face? What's his name? I forgot his name. The guy who's playing Logan.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Jackman.
there. Sorry, I had a brain fart again. But Hugh Jackman has stated in an interview that this is not affecting his death scene in Logan. So is this Wolverine
A
a
different-
variant?
yeah.
Could be.
Could be.
What if this is
Could be
think
another
about it.
universe.
What if, and we may or may not talk about it, I don't know yet, but what if this is a different Logan from an X-Men universe from like a 97?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's the
thinking.
whole thing. Are they going to like incorporate the X-Men 97 cartoon as the
Or-
canon for the X-Men comic?
Or is it the Logan that what's her name? Monica Rambeau is stuck in?
She's stuck in Logan?
No, in the universe with
it's
X-Men.
different-
easy.
A different pause.
I was like, wait, where are you going with this?
It's that universe
She's
that she's
stuck
stuck
inside him.
in.
You have it reversed,
PG,
sir.
gentlemen, PG.
Hey, we're talking about a man who said pegging isn't a first time for him, but it is for Disney.
The fact that that was in the trailer just made me more excited because I'm like, we're getting Deadpool the way Deadpool should be.
Look right at the
The
camera.
raunchiest character in all of
That-
MCU.
That is the third time we're getting someone looking right at the camera.
I think this is going to be the last
Three or
time
four.
that we see
I
Deadpool
hope-
like this.
Hope not.
What I hope is Deadpool kind of understands the whole Feige robot thing. We'll put that in there a little bit.
The
But
Feige
he
robot.
like gains his sentience of I understand I'm a movie character in the comics. I understand I'm a comic book character in the comic book. He met the creator. He met Jack Kirby. He met Stan Lee. He met all those people in the comic, and he understands the world he's in. I hope he starts to understand the movie world he's in, and he starts going off on these like tangents of talking to the audience, and the other person's like, "Who are you talking to?"
I feel like he's done that in the other Deadpool movies, though.
But I don't think they ever
Not
like,
to the
called
full
him out on
extent.
it.
Not to a full extent, but it was
Yeah.
kind of like he was almost talking to himself, not
No,
really
they
to
kind
the
of did.
audience.
What-
They kind of did that in the first movie. I
What was
remember
he-
he was fighting. He wasn't fighting, but he was trying like he got caught by Colossus and Megasonic Teenage Warhead, and he's talking to the camera, and Colossus is like, "Who are you talking
Yeah,
to?"
I hope they like
He-
lean into that a lot.
He's like,
more.
"I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them."
I mean, I guess it'll be really cool because we got the taste of that in She-Hulk. So if we know that there's characters that are breaking this fourth wall, you know, I mean, Deadpool is notorious for breaking
You
the
also
fourth
have
wall.
Wanda breaking the fourth wall.
Wanda did break it for a second. That was freaky.
Yeah, it was.
That was
Mhm.
freaky. That was cool.
I know you liked it though.
I sure did. Stared
PG,
right into
gentlemen.
my
PG.
soul. Oh, Wanda. Oh, Jimmy's mom.
Oh man!
Oh, Jimmy's
Oh, Scarlet
Give Kevin, Kate
Witch.
Bishop, and George Wanda,
Yeah.
and we've just lost the world.
No, you lost us. And yeah, I wouldn't be here.
I'm taking a break, guys.
Drink your Burger King. Mike is not getting sponsored by Burger King at this time.
Oh no. And there goes our
All right,
copyright.
all right. Have we ranted enough on Deadpool? Because there's a lot of news going on right now.
I agree.
We've had literally a year of like no news, which I frankly thought was a little bit refreshing,
Frankly, I see what you did there.
especially since Especially since the beginning of 24 has literally been hit after hit after hit of things coming out and leaks and different information. Do we move on to Fantastic Four now?
Let's get it.
Yes.
All right. What do we think about everything coming out Fantastic Four? Casting?
First of all,
So
it dropped on Valentine's Day. What the heck was that about?
That
from our
picture
family
was
to yours, happy
awesome.
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day.
That was a weird way to drop that, though. For me, I'm sorry.
That was a very 60s kind of thing, though.
Exactly. Like, and the
I
fact there's
guess.
so many Easter eggs in that little photo.
There really
There's
is.
Herbie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, the casting. We got Pedro Pascal, which we've already talked about beforehand.
Pull the paper out because he's gonna screw it.
You gotta watch
Can he
the
do
camera
it?
though.
Can he do
no,
it?
No, they'll catch you cheating.
In the comment section.
You gotta.
Well, I want to see bets. Can he get the names right?
Pedro Pascal, we've already talked about this. This was kind of reported, like, let's say, end of last year.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
it was somewhere around
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
The
And
end of
then-
the year, it was coming out.
Yeah. And then Vanessa Kirby is our Sue Storm,
Let's get it.
who I was kind of, but then when I saw her, like, I think she was talking this, like, the interviews, and they were talking about, oh, yeah, like, congratulations getting the role. I was like, okay, I could see it. And then Mr. Eddie from Stranger Things,
I'm excited for that.
Mhm.
I can't wait for him to like go
That's
next
gonna be
level.
really
He-
freaking cool.
he's our Johnny Storm, and I can't wait for that. And then
Yeah, read the name because you know you're gonna screw it up, buddy.
Ebon Moss Backrack
Backrack.
We apologize if we
Is our-
butchered your name.
is our Ben Grimm thing, and I mean,
I
people are
just like that
people
you
are
got.
complaining about the casting of Ben Grimm, but I'm like, he's gonna be CGI. What's the
Bingo.
difference?
They
I
got a
just like
Jewish
that
guy
you
playing a
saw
Jewish guy.
him in thing form, but he's the photo on the wall behind
Yeah.
them. I like that they did that.
I
They
did-
gave
I
him
did
Yeah,
like
his
they
that.
did that
actual
with the
face there.
astronaut. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I think that's their teaser of showing like we're not gonna get their initiation story, how they became the Fantastic Four. We're gonna get them right from the rip. Fantastic Four.
Mhm.
That's my opinion. So like you can see, yeah, that's what he looked like before, and now you see the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it. I don't care. I'm with it. But now what's the transition from the 60s? Because now we got that saying that, yeah, they're from the 60s. We got that confirmation with the Life.
Yeah, so the
magazine.
Life magazine has LBJ as president, who Lyndon
B. Johnson?
B.
Lyndon B. Johnson, which was after Kennedy got assassinated in 63, 64.
64.
Mhm.
So it kind of dates it, which is, I think, the perfect time for the Fantastic Four. Is that era of America, that era of progress, of just everything was reachable. We were fighting for the pushing to go to the moon. Science was at the forefront. We really seemed to be prosperous and exploration. And the Fantastic Four at their core are explorers. And I want to see what they're going to do.
I don't think we're getting that timeline though. I think that's they were in this timeline, then something happens. They're lost in space. They're hopped through dimensions, whatever it is, to get to MCU timeline right now.
I think I said it in the group chat, but what I think should happen is, yeah, you have it in 1963 in what appears to be the main 616.
Mhm.
You have everything playing out like it's supposed to, and then here comes the Heralds. Here comes Silver Surfer. Like, your universe is gonna end. Like, your world's gonna get eaten. Like, you can have them start out by fighting the Mole Man, and that's your opening act. And then after that fight, you bring in the Silver Surfer, and he's like, Galactus is gonna come and eat you guys. And they're like, nah. And then Galactus comes, eats the universe. They go, holy crap, and shoot off to the regular 616.
I mean, there's rumors that
Or
Galactus
actually
is
have
gonna
it
be
set
this.
in 616 and then have it come to MCU, because MCU is not 616.
I think it's 616 now.
It's something else.
It's weird because I don't even think they know what they are.
the MCU.
Bring it to the current MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a possibility, but I mean there was even a thing that was announced that Antonio Banderas is talking about being Galactus.
Okay.
So
Take my money.
Interesting.
yeah, and I think they're going back to the male role of Silver Surfer. It didn't bother me.
It's going to be CGI either way.
It's exactly. I didn't really care for it, but I think they got a lot of backlash about it, and they were just
Well, I
like,
think
"Oh,
the problem is if you're gonna do a female character, do the female Silver Surfer. Don't do the male Surfer, but we're going to gender swap them. I think that's the big problem here. Like, if you're going to do these characters, do the female version of
Yeah,
them.
Just do it.
Do the one that is already written about and that is good. Don't just turn around and say, we need to gender swap for gender swap reasons.
Yeah.
No, and
You know.
maybe, hopefully, they'll cast somebody who's decent because Nolan Rad has a rad backstory.
Oh.
No pun intended.
That was totally pun intended. DC Mike, you're going to get benched.
That's go for it,
Mike.
Mike, the sun's getting low.
What does that mean?
It's the Hulk. It's the,
Oh,
come on.
I'm sorry.
Call
guys.
yourself a geek at the nerd
Go
table.
home.
Listen,
even I knew that.
I'm sorry. I can't
But
even be
no,
considered an.
In fact, Silver Surfer is Stan Lee's favorite character he ever made.
Really?
Yes.
But he still says he is Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, if they could go back and actually do Silver Surfer's story of him giving up his himself to save his planet from being eaten and becoming the Herald of Galactus, that would be cool.
So I like the idea of Silver Surfer and Galactus in this Fantastic Four movie, if it's true, right? But here's my thing. I was always hoping for the big bad of After Doom to be Galactus.
But that's what I'm saying. You have him and they lose. He beats he beats the entire Earth and eats it. And they're the only ones that are able to transfer to
They
travel
hop to the
through
next
dimensions and
universe.
heaven.
So
dimension,
all right.
and then
I got
because
you.
you're not gonna
You have
be
Doom
like,
coming
oh,
in
he got
fighting.
beat by the Fantastic Four. Ants beat him. He's lame. No, you're gonna have him win and beat that universe's Captain America. Have him beat that universe's Hulk. Have him beat that entire world.
Or what if there is no heroes? It's just them.
That works.
Could
too.
be too. I mean, we have a
Mm.
bunch of different universes where it's just Spider-Man
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
eat Spider-Man.
and crappy Modern Web.
Spider-Man sandwich.
Sony.
Yeah, more.
Hey, what y'all feel about Madam Web?
Yeah.
wait,
So
Madam
good,
Web
I
even
didn't see
came
it.
out?
I didn't watch it.
It was so good we didn't see it.
Listen, if you love Madam Web out there, we don't want to
How
yuck
are
your
you-
young. You can enjoy it all you want, but the rest of us, we're all just.
How are you
nope.
gonna use old footage from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man?
Did you see that?
No.
Yes,
explain
they
that
used
to me?
Sam
Why you
Raimi's.
did
There's
that?
a building in the Sam Raimi universe, and they used the same clip in Madam Web. Same clip to the T.
All I saw was like there's a meme going around of like worst villain ever, and he gets hit by a truck that's flying through the air.
That movie is a botch.
So
But
back to
anywho,
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Herbie.
Yes.
Herbie.
Do you know
Herbie.
what the deal with Herbie is?
Not at all. Continue.
Okay, so
Sony-
in the
Sony-
70s when
Sony, this ain't over. Continue.
in the 70s when they made the Fantastic Four cartoon, it was Ben Grimm, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, and Herbie because they didn't want kids lighting themselves on fire. They didn't want the Human Torch, so they made a robot that eventually made it into the comic book.
I want this robot to be like Chopper.
Ooh, yeah.
Give me Chopper in the
Yes.
MCU. Boom.
That
Herbie.
works. I'll take
Herbie.
it.
I'm down for it.
They can make him
Mhm.
grumpy and give him like Jack Kirby's voice. That'd be awesome. I know something, kid.
He says hello.
Peace out, bro.
Oh man.
So when is
Chopper.
what's the deal with Fantastic Four? When is that movie dropping?
It's supposed to come out next July.
All right, so we literally got like a
I
year.
feel
We
like
have a
not
whole
dropping that
year
thing
and a
on
half.
like April 4th is like a missed opportunity.
Well, also too.
Oh,
Yeah, 4/4.
but
that would have been great for this
but
year.
fun fact. But fun fact. When it releases, it's going to be 20 years since the first one came out.
No way, really?
Mm-hmm.
That it's the 20th anniversary then.
Oh, that
Mm,
makes sense. Then.
That's what they're going for
That's
then.
probably what they're going for.
'Cause
but
I was about to say,
jeez,
if
it's been
it's-
20 years. Bro, I remember seeing
It's
that
gonna
in
be
theaters.
gonna be-
Memory unlocked. I think I rented that on VHS. Oh,
I believe so.
Damn, he's gonna check it too.
I'm going to check it. I believe that's what.
Wow, it's been
It came
20
out.
years. I got to see Jessica Alba in a Fantastic Four suit.
Yo, I still like true story. I,
she
still
looked good in
have
that suit.
I
She
still
damn
have
sure
all the
did.
Fantastic Four 2 Jessica Alba variants like in box in my attic
I'm not
because
surprised.
they were like chase figures, and I was like, I have to have them. So I would like stalk Walmart's and like I'd go at like 10. So Franklin Mills was like 24
Yeah.
hours a day.
It'll be 20 years.
So
That's
next year
why
will be 20.
Next year will be 20 years since
Listen,
it came out.
I think that's cool. I think that's a cool
works.
thing. I'm
So
alright with
next
that.
year, starting July, you're gonna push out all of your
Yeah, I'm gonna sell them.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna sell them? I thought you were gonna do like all
sell
of
'em.
the.
You
the
put them on.
videos.
Put on the videos.
Geeks at the Nerd Table present a collector's corner spotlight on Jessica Alba, Invisible Woman
And then
from
sell
Toy
it.
Biz.
Wow.
He does that and then sells
it. You can own it.
You can own it
I can
today
get
for only
all-
I
$500.
can get
I,
$3
I will be
for it.
starting a live charity event, a live auction on my Instagram.
How crazy would it be if Jessica Alba went and bought them?
Come on, you don't think she has them?
If she does,
She
I don't think
probably
she
has
does, bro.
destroyed them. It is not a good likeness. So they have like, there's like the solid, and then there's the chase, which is like half solid and half invisible, and then there's the all invisible.
Okay.
Again,
So, yeah,
I used to like go to Walmart at like 11 o'clock at night and like cut open the cases because I was that guy.
So yeah, it'll be 20 years next year. That's why they
20
flip
years.
flop.
That's why
They
they're picking
flip flop Thunderbolts, and now it comes out in May, and then now Fantastic Four comes out in July. Because July 8th of 2005 is when.
So that's why
Fantastic Four
Thunderbolts
come
got
out.
pushed up because they're aiming for the anniversary date.
I mean, on
Yeah.
top of that, I mean, not to go off on a different thing, but I know Mike will appreciate this, but we also get Superman that same month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going
I
to
was
Super.
just about to get
Hey,
to that.
hey, you want to know something too? In 2005, I was 7 years old.
Guys,
If this was my equipment, I would
Man.
knock it down. I thought
The
about
baby
it.
of the group.
if I had a stick right now, I'd toss
What?
it to you.
In what year?
2005.
2005?
God.
I was a full-time job and work and going to school.
I was in school.
Mike, jeez, man.
I was 7 years
Ah.
old. Sorry.
You always got to bring these things up, Kevin, and you know what, man?
I do it to get Mike's reaction.
You're lucky it's just Mike today, not Mike and Larry.
Yeah, Larry would be hitting on that one too.
What did he say?
It's over.
He needs to save some paper. Fill the test.
Oh, you'll be pushed back.
I'm saving my notes for my things.
All right. With all that being said about Fantastic Four, do we want to allow DC Mike to have a moment to shine? So
Can we do it?
let's talk about the Superman stuff.
Triple Mike. Triple Mike.
That does not look right.
But the caveat here is
Yeah, so Superman Legacy.
Yeah.
Just rolls off the tongue. I'm here all week.
man.
He's here all week. Try the veal.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway.
All right,
Superman
so
Legacy.
Superman Legacy.
yeah, let's do that.
What we got going on there, Mike?
Okay, so it has finally gone into production.
Let's get
The
it.
first still of all the actors together has come out. I didn't do my homework. I was worried about Kevin's homework, so I don't have the names. But in the photo, you got your Guy Gardner, you got the Machinist, you got Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, Lex Luthor, Superman, who towers over everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
You got
stalky looking guy.
Metamorpho.
What you call me?
Exactly. Hawk Girl's in it.
Yeah.
And if I didn't say Green Lantern,
I think Supergirl was in
Guy
it. too.
Gardner, all right.
Guy Gardner. Yeah. I don't
Supergirl
think the Supergirl was in it.
She was on the left
Oh, was
side.
she?
Was she?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sure have a lot to say
I
about
missed that.
Supergirl.
Yeah, we
There was a
know.
I didn't have
lot
to
in
squeeze it into like 2 seconds last week.
I know.
Well, you only got like 2 seconds this week.
I know, and I appreciate it, guys. But this is my favorite part of. All right, it's really cool seeing like the Marvel stuff come up. It's really, but ever since I was a little kid, there was always build up for like Batman movies and Superman movies, and the weight of like what that is going to be, and the build up to that, truly makes me excited. It's my favorite part of any movie is the build up to see what is going to happen, and I can't wait to go on this train ride that just started.
So I'm not a DC fan as much as Mike is, but I am excited about this too. I think we're gonna see a really cool change in pace with James Gunn, and you know we all like what he did with Guardians. So I feel like what he's gonna do with the entire DC universe, not just a portion of it, the entire DC universe, it's gonna be really cool to see. So I'm right there on board with you, Mikey.
I think he
Casting alone on this movie is fantastic,
Yo,
and
Yeah.
it's going to be a direction that we're not looking for the like most crazy super buff like sex appeal necessarily. Like we're looking for the best actor to play the best
Bingo.
role here.
And it looks like we're getting a different Superman. We're getting the symbol looks like the Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come, absolute favorite Superman symbol. I have plans to do the Kingdom Come series. It is the series that broadened my whole mind to the DC universe. It is crazy. The art is amazing. I just bought them off Donnie K. Donnie K Comics. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
And yeah, it really is my favorite Superman symbol. And I can't wait to see what happens.
Hopefully this is the start of
Something new.
Exactly.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that.
Perfect.
You and me, buddy.
You
But
got
no,
it.
but no, this is hopefully this is the start of something really great for DC and this
I think so too.
put
I
in the
think
right
they're gonna
footstep.
take what makes Superman important, and it's not
Mhm.
him fighting this guy or him breaking this guy's neck or him making the impossible decision.
Killing
It's
Zod.
about him always making the right decision.
Right.
It is
Mhm.
about inspiration. It is about it's in All-Star Superman issue 2. There is a little girl who is standing on the ledge. She's going to jump. Superman flies up behind her and says, "You are stronger than you think." Superman is the hope and the inspiration to do better. And I think that's what we're going to get in this movie.
I think we need that with
Yeah.
today's day and age, man.
Definitely.
We need that kind of superhero, and I think James Gunn's got the right idea. So run with it, brother. We
Yeah,
got your support.
DC needs to get back to that more inspirational. It
Mhm.
got a
Yeah.
little too gritty, especially with Batman. And we all loved that Batman.
We that's the thing, we love the gritty stuff. It's not like we don't appreciate it.
That's what's important about Superman is DC is usually more gritty,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
Superman is the beacon of hope in that entire universe. He is the one. He is the moral compass of the entire universe.
Yeah, I always
Yep.
look at Superman as like him and Batman are yin and yang. You know what I mean? So they're the perfect balance when it comes to DC.
And they are the best of friends.
And
And I
they're-
hope I see that.
Yeah.
yeah. Instead of
We shall
being the
see.
Martha.
There's and Batman, Superman, Public Enemy, to sum it up really quick, and we'll finish with this. Superman gets shot with a kryptonite bullet. Batman takes him underground and starts trying to take the bullet out of Superman. And
Get over here.
He says, "I should call the Flash. I should call the Flash." And Superman says, "You can do this." And he's like, "Oh, I can't do this." And Superman says something. And he's like, "I'm just trying to be funny." And Batman's like, "This isn't a time to be funny." He's like, "You need to buy a sense of humor because they're best friends." And he can say
Calling him
that to
out on his
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, all right, yeah. Well,
In other DC news, but it's not DC news at all, how do we feel about a certain casting or hypothetical casting of a former Superman?
Ooh,
we didn't even talk about that.
we did.
We did,
You
but we
missed it.
didn't.
You were
You
working.
missed it, sorry.
I'm
You were
sorry.
working.
But yeah, guys, so Henry Cavill
Henry
Henry
Cavill
as
Cavill.
Gambit?
has signed with...
Or no, Cyclops. So I said Gambit.
Yeah, you said Gambit.
Cyclops.
Potentially. That's the
the
biggest
rumor.
news right now is that he could be Cyclops. I was on
Like-
board once I seen somebody Photoshop and I was like, oh, that looks so good.
He's gonna be one buff ass Cyclops.
I don't know if that's really the role that I want him in, though.
I mean, I think I would prefer him in that as opposed to like
Doom?
no, Ooh. No. I would prefer somebody like Cillian Murphy as Doom.
Well, for this question, I want to hear from you guys about that one. I will be posting a question about that. We want to hear what you guys think. Do you want Henry Cavill as Cyclops? Doctor Doom? Silver Surfer? And there was rumors going around with him being a Silver Surfer. Or the most recent one, or not recent, but it's been people wanting for a while, Captain Britain.
Hmm?
Let's put a pin in this.
Yeah,
I'll stick a pin in that.
yeah.
I'll be posting that on Instagram and YouTube. So stick around for that.
So anywho,
Around. What other Marvel DC news do we have, or Star
I can
Wars
think of
news for that matter?
I can think of a. Do we want to do that now, or you want to save that for later?
what do you think?
Your other question.
We can do
We're
it now.
saving his other question. Or do we got any other news first? I think that's it, right?
That was
Well,
news.
the X-Men 97 trailer.
Oh, an X-Men 97 trailer, yeah. We haven't
Yeah.
really talked about that. So X-Men 97, how are we all feeling about that? That is March
20th.
20th.
March 20th.
So coming right around the corner.
Now, are these episodes going to be an hour long, 20 minutes? How many
20.
episodes are there?
I hope they keep it to where it was like the original TV show, not like an hour.
All I gotta say is if it doesn't start with previously on X-Men,
Oh man.
Oh yes, yes. Give me a
Ooh. You
previously.
you dropped the
on
ball on
X-Men.
that one. You'll
Well,
drop
it is.
the ball.
It is supposed to be a continuation.
Yeah.
That's why they are literally calling it X-Men '97.
How long do you think Morph lasts in the first episode?
Morph dies in the first
Dude, he
episode.
better.
Returns later on, in like
Jesus,
how many
Mike.
seasons later?
That got dark.
Always.
It's like I hope he does. Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
the
no,
trailer
that
looked
was
great.
really cool. I like that they brought it in with like the TV and like the VHS tapes on top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
was
was
cool.
smart.
Toy Biz Colossus
that
on
was
the side.
smart.
That was so
Yup.
cool. I had that Colossus.
What
You
didn't you
would.
have?
Um,
Money at the time.
I'm not gonna say. My parents watches. No,
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Barry. I love the tank that you guys have in your backyard.
Oh yeah.
You went to his house?
Yeah, it was
We'll
literally.
talk about that later.
I wasn't invited. I was kidding.
Somebody's feeling left
But yeah,
out.
I am.
You
I'm all the way on
did.
the left side here.
but yeah, that trailer looked great.
Oh.
I mean, it definitely hits you with the nostalgia, with the theme and the animation of what they use. I mean,
I think the animation looks fantastic, man.
I think
that
it
looks
does.
clean.
yeah,
It,
very
it-
clean.
it's almost like the same stuff as they did for What If. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah.
close to that.
Yeah.
It has that
Yeah.
old cartoony feel, but it doesn't have
feels
it's
right.
polished.
They
but
have-
it's new.
It's
They
super
have the
polished.
same movement, like in the
What-
old.
wait, do that
like,
again?
Like the movement.
When did they do the chicken dance?
Right, or the movement. Oh, that felt nice actually.
To me, my X-Men.
I'm over here, like getting a workout in.
oh god.
Cyclops, I can just see
Oh man.
my X-Men.
But then there's always that one guy in the background doing the Cupid shuffle instead of the chicken dance.
No, he's gonna be flossing.
Oh no.
So
So-
about it, right? X-Men 97. So
Yes.
this is the continuation of the TV show. We know Charles Xavier is dead. What's the
Dirt.
plot here? What is the purpose of this show and why you think they're bringing it back?
Do you want to take this?
You go first. Go.
Okay, so Chris Claremont originally had it where Charles Xavier dead. He didn't want him to come back. He didn't want Lilandra to save him. He wanted Magneto to take over the X-Men and go full heel turn or full
Redemption.
full like he
Redemption,
wanted him
yeah.
to be a good guy,
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
on, and run the X-Men and understand that Charles was right. And he wanted him to run the X-Men in the school in Charles' image. And that's kind of what's happening because he even puts on that silly purple costume
Mm-hmm.
with the big M.
Yup.
Without the helmet because Charles isn't there.
Now, is this going to be pre or post Magneto's trial? I forget. Did they do Magneto's trial in the original
I don't remember.
animated series? I don't think they did. I think that was only in comics.
They might have. Yeah, well, I can picture that cover, and he's wearing that purple costume on the cover.
Yeah.
So, and he is in front of some kind of court or senate. So maybe
I thought
they
that was
will
the
go for it.
office. I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought that was the office.
Xavier's
Because they
room.
all jump.
it
They're
looked-
all
yeah,
at the door.
but
And
they were
like-
all there.
That's Xavier's office.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Well,
sure
yeah,
that's
no,
just
I hope they
Xavier's
do it.
office.
I mean, it
Um,
could be actually during that time,
He's
and
done some crappy things.
yeah, some, just some guys. But I feel like maybe this might be a portion of that. So the redemption story could be the trials happen, something happens where he's let scot free or something, and then he gets the note about Charles wanting him to run the school. It's a possibility.
I think the X-Men when he's in that office are kind of like what, and they
That's exactly what they're about to fight him.
Yeah. and he gives him the book, and it's the last will and testament of Charles Xavier.
He said
Mhm.
everything
It's- he
now
wants him to
belongs
do.
to him.
But what if it's flipped, right? So we think he's going to run the school. He's going to do what Charles wanted him to do. But in theory, he takes it as an opportunity to do some more bad stuff. How do you feel about that?
I don't think they're
So
going to do
does
that.
Magneto do bad stuff, or does Magneto?
No, he's a good guy.
Or does he do things maybe the wrong way for his
It's all about point of view, man.
bingo?
Bingo.
And
Magneto
Just being
is
honest.
doing good things. He's just doing it the wrong way.
Understatement.
Absolutely the wrong way.
But now,
Nah.
if we got that situation going on, do you think we're gonna have some type of tie-in to our now MCU universe?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because
I
you
don't
brought
think
up a good point that maybe this Wolverine was the Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine.
What's cool and not cool about that? Because I've been giving that a lot of thought, especially with Kang Dynasty being thrown out the window, Battle World coming
Unfortunately.
up, and you can have the Avengers versus the X-Men,
Yes.
which is amazing.
Marvel,
Who wouldn't
take
wanna
my
see
money.
that? Like,
Take my money. Just
you
take
thought like Civil War was cool.
Secret
Just wait.
Wars about to be cool. You
Yeah, like wait until you get like the X-Men versus whoever's on the Avengers now. But my
It
money's
doesn't
on-
even have to be whoever's on the Avengers now. It could literally be
Universe.
the OG Avengers that we are
Oh.
loving.
my money's still on the X-Men.
Totally.
I mean, listen, I think at this point,
especially if Wolverine's teaming up with Gambit.
And
Like,
lighten
oh
up
my
them
god,
claws?
lighten up those claws.
Oh, that was dope. Yeah, that was cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a fastball special, but I want to see what this team up power up is.
So what would be cool if they brought this X-Men into the universe? Is you would have a fully formed X-Men with all this, but you would never get that backstory in the movies,
right?
and you
Yeah.
wouldn't see like, no pun intended, but the evolution of the X-Men.
I see what you did there.
I wasn't trying, although X-Men Evolution was great.
That was,
It was
a good
actually
show.
a good one.
I actually
yeah,
did like
that was
show.
good.
I used to watch like the Power Hour where it was like Justice League and then X-Men Evolution. While I was getting my stepdad's coffee ready because he worked night shift.
Mm.
We keep learning so much more about Michael.
yeah.
Yeah.
seriously.
We're gonna have the last will and testament of Mike Berry.
Are you gonna have us run a school?
You can.
Yeah.
Yo, you get on my benefits. You can go to school for free.
There we go.
Word.
Wow.
Uncle
My
Mikey.
wife's doing it. My wife's doing it. And she's gonna graduate real soon.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Woo! Go ahead.
But yeah, so like that's a double-edged sword. Do you bring this X-Men into the MCU to have the X-Men, or do you
Leave it.
like give up all of that awesome story?
There's a ton of story in X-Men '97.
That's what I'm saying. But wouldn't you rather see that as live action movie stuff?
There's something about having everything go live action that doesn't always work, and I mean, in certain situations, it will work. About something else we're about to talk later.
Yep. Wait,
But
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes some things just need to be done in animation because
Yeah,
you can't do
agreed.
certain things in live
Yeah.
action and it kind of be a 1-to-1. Like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's
all
the
goes down
nostalgia
to
moment for
money.
me when it comes to X-Men '97.
It all goes down to
Watching
money.
the
Alright.
cartoon of it is
Here's
what
what
it
we do.
Yes.
Here's what we
Yeah.
do. We get them X-Men in, and let's say Magneto goes away. They bring back Charles, and it's all good. And we start with new X-Men. So you got your Wolverine, you got your Jean, and you got
Mhm.
Bird, I think his name was.
Birdman?
But it was just that he has a.
Yeah.
But there was all new characters, and you could
It's
sprinkle them
basically
in.
the replacement for Angel.
Exactly. But you can bring Zorn in too.
Ooh.
And there's your end stinger. Zorn takes his mask off. It's Magneto. He's a bad guy again, and he's been working from the inside. So yeah, I guess you can have all of the history baked into the cartoon and bring it into live action with something like New X-Men.
I mean, we're bound to get it at some point. It's just depending on, is it gonna be
Are we gonna give like? Because yeah, I guess we can't give like Dark Phoenix like a third shot.
No. Sorry, you've done that in the original 3, and then you tried that again in the
The solo.
quasi reboot.
I never saw that.
Me
I
either.
still have not
Like-
seen it.
It's all on Disney Plus now, though.
I like them because I'm a diehard X-Men fan, but no, like
Yeah.
step away from the Phoenix. Give us a more story with the rest of the X-Men,
Yeah,
because there's so many X-Men that
there's
they
so many
didn't
more,
do,
yeah.
and they didn't do justice to.
Yeah, so double-edged sword. They can bring him into the universe. They cannot.
I mean, we've been noticing though. It's like, okay,
I don't know. I just hope, just like DC, I hope they get it right.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
I mean, we've seen in the past that it actually works out better for them to do those C and D list characters.
Mhm.
So maybe it's time to just start incorporating
Yeah.
those C and D list characters more.
There's
There's so much more story.
New X-Men like popped right in my head because you do have Wolverine on the team. You have all these.
But you know,
Noticeable
you
ones.
cannot do Wolverine.
Yeah, that's true.
You could step away from Wolverine
Oh, what?
and give us 22.
That's a
Yeah.
rumor that's been happening.
You could step away
She-
from Wolverine and
She
give
was
us
supposed
22.
she's
because
supposed to be in Deadpool.
I'm not ready to
3.
replace Hugh yet.
I don't think anybody is, but I think he wants.
not
He's
ready.
got to retire. The guy
And
can't
he's
play.
gotta, yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. Seeing old freaking Wolverine though in the suit
That's
would
cool.
be really cool too.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Which is also would play great because you could give him time off,
He needs a
run with
vacation.
22, and then bring him back in for a one movie and really pass it, or
But
back in and give the new.
But wouldn't that take away his death from Logan?
No. Listen,
It's a different
Wolverine
timeline.
is. We're
But
going to get to your
still,
question,
There's some people that are
and
just
I'm
like,
still undecided on my answer to your question.
Well, here's
Sorry.
the thing. If you really think about it, he died in what 2029. We are now technically in 2027, I think, in the Marvel universe. It's no 2025, 2026.
So, yeah,
So
something
like it's like
that.
2 years before us.
Mhm.
So in theory, there's still a couple years left for him to do some stuff before that ending scene.
But who's to say that wasn't the universe, a different universe than the one that everything falls apart in?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
they already have
That could be a
a
pruned
timeline
universe.
jump within the Fox canon
Yeah, but that universe can
and
get
separate
pruned.
universes.
It can get pruned. With
There's
the TVA
there's
now.
so much.
And let's
Yeah.
also take into mind. Let's look at the Marvels, and the one cool thing in the Marvels
Yeah, one.
and was Beast, played by he looks like
Mhm.
Beast right out of the cartoon.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
With
agree.
his lab coat and all that. So
Yes.
it could be.
Beast played by the original actor for X-Men, and then looking like coming
C-
straight out of.
CGI'd to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well, in a good way. I didn't
It was
think it looked
great.
bad.
Yeah,
I thought
it
it
was-
was
that's
cool.
what you need.
We were all
it-
excited for that.
It's just like the Thing. You need the CGI. You can't do the
No, yeah.
cosplay suit anymore.
We're in a day and age
Michael
where
Chiklis, come on, he looked dope.
we're in a day and age now where and it was something I was watching the other day and I thought it was really cool, but they were saying like our CGI is nowhere near as good as it was back in the early 90s
No.
or late 90s,
Mhm,
early 2000s. It's so
absolutely.
weird though because you would think we'd be more technologically advanced for that to look way better, but we actually are kind of okay with the crappy looking CGI.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? It's weird for me, but
There's two big things to that. There is necessity is the mother of all invention, and them having to make the technology look as good as it could, and now we're okay with it. And
I mean, we're only
then there's everyone is so overworked with it.
right. That's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna say. 'cause
That's the thing.
that's all taking money to do it.
Yes.
So in theory, we could probably do it. The people don't want to pay to do it though. That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
So,
and that takes extra time, and it takes a whole nother
but man,
department.
listen, look,
Dude, they're talking about a new Jurassic Park movie for 2025.
yeah, I'm excited.
You think
Why?
they're gonna get all that CG out in time? I'm super excited.
Well,
too. I
so
love
if I
Jurassic
wasn't, if I heard correctly, they still use some animatronics
Park. I hope so.
because it actually is cheaper to do animatronics than it is to do CGI because it takes 5 people to do one CGI scene. Then in animatronic, they can just do it live. And then if they need to do something with green screen, it's easier.
Well,
Yeah.
they've been doing new stuff like with the Sonic movies. They actually have like
Yeah.
the figures of the
The
characters
yeah.
in the scene, but they just use it as a prop. But
Mhm.
that's their way of making sure, like, okay, they go there, they go this, they
Yeah.
go all
They've been
this.
doing that since the Phantom Menace. That dude wore the Jar Jar mask that was all the way up here. So they make eye contact.
Yeah, they made him actually look up.
Well, yeah, and George is the one that pioneered all that.
Because he's a G.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yo, I went and saw, speaking of George Lucas and getting completely off track here, because that's what I do. I went with my kid and my wife yesterday and saw Land Before Time in a movie theater on 8mm. Dude, it was great. It was
Really?
that is
$5.
cool that it was on 8
awesome.
millimeter.
Produced by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. I had no idea.
Wait, Land Before Time?
Yeah, produced by George
Was this
Lucas.
the first Land Before Time? Because
Yeah.
there was like 20 of them.
Yeah, the first one. We went and $5, man. We couldn't beat it. My kid loved it.
How many times can you see this dang dinosaur not
I
grow
saw
up?
it at like the original Woodhaven.
He was
movie
the
theater.
original Ash Ketchum.
Ooh.
Yup.
But yeah, so it was a complete surprise to me.
Wait, you just blew his mind.
I did.
Wow.
He probably grew up on Land Before Time. That's why.
I probably did.
No, I was talking
That's
about
a
Deadpool.
Pokemon, but
No,
Jesus,
did you?
He
have-
I
probably-
know what that.
Kevin,
I,
it was probably like
He
the
caught into, like, Land-
30th
yeah.
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time 30. I'm still young.
I know. Oh, I can't see it now.
Anyway,
Thanks,
it was
George.
awesome seeing George Lucas' name on there.
That's
and
interesting.
getting,
I didn't know
like,
that.
An awesome factoid.
That man keeps getting freaking credits for stuff. And he got paid for that because they wound up putting it back in theater. He's making a check.
I
Hey,
guarantee.
he's
it.
probably making like next to nothing
Dude,
because
if
his royalties are
if
probably.
we paid $5 his ticket, he's making like a nickel.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, a
Maybe.
nickel for how many theaters that did it and how many people watched it.
It was full.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do the math. Not really.
Anyway, back
All
to
right.
X-Men.
Whoa.
To
All
me,
right.
my X-Men. Nope. All right.
So
be who?
does
Who
that
be who?
wrap up all of our thoughts?
Since you want to be Cyclops, then since you said that, who's gonna be who?
Hooty hoo.
I guess that makes you Beast.
Hi. I'm not even that hairy. Why? Because I
You're the
fucking do
smart.
this?
You're a
stuff?
smart tech guy.
That don't
yeah.
mean nothing. Well, the cool thing is I did like Beast in the old video games because he used to freaking.
He used to walk on the ceiling.
Yeah, he's walking the ceiling. Remember that?
Mhm.
But let's get to Frank because he just wants to say the word.
Shink.
Shink? I
He's-
know, I know, I know.
he's
I got it,
Look at
right?
Wolverine.
That's what Frank sounds like when he takes a dump.
Oh man.
Get over
Figure you
here.
out,
No, he's gonna be like,
Colossus.
get out of
Are
me,
you?
bub.
Are you Jubilee?
That chair. I always hear that chair. Get out of my body, bub.
Okay, moving on. All right, whatever.
Is that
We've lost
everything?
Kevin.
Is that everything for
And
97?
thus concludes
I could
the
be
news
Professor
on
X 'cause I wanna
Awkward
be dead.
Moment.
Anyway,
What? That was so dark.
I
bro.
know.
All right.
Wait,
So
You guys completely missed that.
I did.
Yeah.
Kev, you all right?
Say it
yeah,
again,
I'm
buddy.
good.
Say
No,
it
I'm
again.
good. I'm good.
All right.
All right. I'll catch it on the. I'm gonna see it.
Okay.
You'll get a text from him and be like, bro, don't say that
yeah,
again.
yo, it would be like a 4 a.m. just like, yo, what the hell's going on with you?
What the hell's
What did he say? Oh man.
All right. Is that everything on
All
X-Men
right.
97?
yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
everything
I
on
think
X-Men
that's
97.
everything.
I think that's everything on the news right
What
now.
are we at? Like
you know, all of
3
our.
hours.
No, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like we're flowing
Yeah,
here.
we're flying
we're
through.
flowing.
We covered so
I'm
much.
keeping like it moving.
We're flowing. We're flowing.
I'm trying to
How
keep
long's
it
it been?
moving
Are
for
we getting
Larry.
to the main event? This is the main event.
Well, we're
No, we
gonna
gotta
we're gonna
do-
get the question and then we'll be on to main event.
Come on.
So
I've been waiting
we
for the
kick
main
this over to
event.
Kev, and the question.
I know. I'm looking at George.
Why? Because I was trying to
I'm
steal your
cr-
thunder?
Yeah.
Chocolate thunder.
Or Ben.
Or Ben.
So yeah, I have a new segment for the podcast. I will be posting a question for the community to answer the question.
What's in Kev's mind?
You don't want to know. Anyway. So the first question
Hey,
was,
Bishop.
if you gave Batman 3 years to what?
Nothing.
What?
You'll
This
catch
is for
it when
us
you
to
see
know.
it.
Yeah. This
Wait,
is
we
the-
got something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Michael. It
Grow up, guys. Grow up.
He's like,
was like frat boy. That was exactly the face he made, actually. Do it again.
I don't think I can.
No, that was creepy, but I
He
wish I had
went-
a zoom up camera on his
he
face
went-
right now.
Oh man.
No, it wasn't as good.
Yeah, I can't do it.
No, you
First
look,
time
just
was
look
better.
like you look
First
like
time was
Kev
better.
now. You didn't look like Mike a second ago. There you go. That was it. Eyes blown up and everything.
So the question was, if you gave Batman 3 years to prep, could he beat Wolverine in a fight? Now, I wanted to do, can Batman beat Wolverine in a fight? But I think the real answer is no. I don't think he can.
What?
But I don't think he can.
No freaking way. Are you serious?
Anyway, so I did. So
Obviously, you know where I stand.
Without prep time,
without prep.
Why would
Without
he need
prep,
3
I'm
years?
with Kevin
you
on
can
it.
give him
He's
3
not gonna.
hours.
Right? You give. All right, but
Let Kevin finish his question.
sorry, I'm sorry.
So
Bad Jorge.
can Batman beat Wolverine if he gave Batman 3 years to prep? So 26 people actually voted on it.
Ooh.
So 53% said yes. and 46% said no. So it was kind of close.
Close.
It's close.
Wait, what did you say? 40? What?
Some of those polls, because we were going over the polls. Some of those polls, Wolverine wins.
Yeah, 2 of them.
So-
Yeah, Wolverine. They
What I take away from this is 46% of the people are wrong.
Why? You think Batman will win, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
Yeah, like
All right, wait. We got to
You don't-
define winning, though. Is winning killing Wolverine, or is winning just like
Beating the living
beating
snot
him
at
and
him.
capturing him?
whoever called it out, and I wish I could remember your name right now, but whoever said Bruce Wayne has a lot of money to buy a magnet, like you win.
You win.
Like the only thing you're missing is like it's going to be in the shape of a bat, and it's going to be called the Bat Magnet.
Is that what he does when he goes to bars and has to pick up chicks? Pulls out the bat magnet?
No, he pulls out the Bat.
Wow.
The Broofy.
Oh no, that's a terrible name.
I thought
No,
I thought he just goes as his alter ego, Bruce Wayne.
No, he goes and starts a conversation about what's your mom's name?
Is your name
Is it Martha? Oh
Where
my
is your
god.
He's got a sticker. Hello, my mom's name is Martha.
He's like on minute dates.
We are gonna make that merch now. Hello, my mom's name is Martha.
Yo, we should. We should.
My mom's name is Martha.
Yeah, dude, I like it.
Trademarking it.
But the sticker would be the bat symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, man.
So that, yeah, I'm going to sketch it up. We're going to sketch it up. We're going to make that.
It's ours.
It's going to be a thing.
It's ours.
It's copywritten. Because it's on
We'll put it
video.
at our merch store.
We're doing it as poor man's copyright. So it's in this video. It's saved right now. You can't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I know my laws. Anyway,
Sue me.
And then DC comes in.
Don't.
So
Oh wait, no, don't. Yeah,
No,
DC,
DC,
don't.
if,
No,
you,
man.
if you're listening to this, DC, don't sue
we'll
us.
give you
please.
profits if you go ahead and promote it.
Don't
Yeah.
take my videos down.
But anywho, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, do we want to like say what we voted?
I think you already know me and Mike.
Kev?
Yeah, what did you vote?
look real guilty.
no, I agree. If you give 3 years to prep, I think Batman wins.
3 minutes.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Batman is not a dumb guy. He's probably one of the smartest fighters because he knows how to use the enemies, like, you know, they how to use their stuff against them. You know what I mean? So I feel like he would be fine.
Yeah, but Batman's going to lose in his first matchup with him.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
that's the Batman pattern.
yeah.
It's you lose in your first matchup, then you go back to the Batcave and go, what do I got or what can I get
Alfred.
What's
to actually win?
So I think I mentioned it earlier, but there is a Dark Horse DC crossover where Batman fights the Predator. That's pretty close to Wolverine, right?
Essentially,
Sure. And Batman
Rage,
gets
yeah.
like smashed by the Predator first. Like he gets his face beat in, and he's like on the verge of death. And then he goes back to the Batcave and makes a super suit, and then hits the Predator with a baseball bat, and wins. That's how the story goes.
I feel like that's the story for every Batman fight.
but he
he-
literally hits him with a baseball bat.
That's what I'm saying. But like, he made a suit for Superman. He made a suit for a Predator. He probably has a suit for Flash. Like, this guy has suits for days.
No, his thing for Flash is to give him epilepsy. So when he moves fast, he goes into seizures.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Batman's plans of taking out the Justice League are
You know,
little.
I mean, even in
he
the
hits him with Scarecrow's fear toxin. For
do you
water.
remember in the animated series? Do you remember an animated series where all Justice League's being attacked, and I remember Barry called Bruce. He's like, I can't stop running because a bomb's on me. If I stop, I'm gonna blow up. And then Bruce went, and then Batman's like, oh, the Justice League's under attack. He's like, by who? By me. And
Yeah,
then
I
he got
think
hacked.
is that Doom, the cartoon Justice League Doom? that
I
he made?
believe so.
So there's a comic written by Alan Moore. Not Alan Moore. I'm sorry, Grant Morrison. It's called Tower of Babel, where Ra's al Ghul breaks into the Batcave and gets Batman's contingency plans, and he does that. He gives Wonder Woman. He makes her see that everybody is like Cheetah, so she fights until she has a heart attack. She can't
Ooh.
stop fighting.
Mm.
He blinds Green Lantern so he can't make a construct.
Ooh.
Uses nano machines to set Martian Manhunter on fire because that's his biggest weakness. And then he uses red kryptonite on Superman, which makes his skin clear, and he can't absorb the sun. In fact, it hurts him.
But I think in that one he got shot with
Yeah.
with
With
kryptonite.
yeah.
What a
Yeah.
douche.
Yeah, they changed it up.
That's
a
why we
little
like Batman.
bit. Yeah.
He's diabolical.
Towers of Babel. I think I have them. Maybe I'll do a video.
Wink, wink.
What were we talking about?
The question: Batman versus Wolverine.
Mike is definitely
We-
Chicken Little. Who we talking about?
It's look. What killed me was his face.
He went
just
down a
looks and
DC
just,
rabbit
like,
hole and just what?
Dude,
Who we talking about?
He literally
So,
just
yeah.
gave me a stare. Like,
All right, so I envision this. This is how the fight goes. Logan is, for some reason, riding his motorcycle through Gotham City. He takes a cigar, flicks it on the ground, and Batman's like, littering. And goes, he's like, you're arrested because you littered in Gotham. And Wolverine just beats the crap out of him. And Batman gets hurt for like 2 years and butthurt. He's like, I can fix this. And he makes his bat magnet and he waits and he gets Wolverine on the magnet. Done.
wow.
I want to see that in animation now.
Yeah.
I mean,
cool.
it'd be interesting. I'm 50-50 on this, whether, because Wolverine fights Magneto. He learns how to fight against people that have extremely powerful magnetism.
But Magneto only used that one time on him.
Yeah, you would think.
What was that? That was
X2.
Nah,
Well,
the
it's in
comics.
X2, but in the comics,
Oh, in the
it's
comics.
a whole, yeah.
He did it next
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. And they do it in the animated show.
It's an ongoing
Magneto
process.
has actually done it several times.
Has he?
Magneto
Okay.
knows how to get him, bro. Come on.
Magneto is also Wolverine also at one point has had the adamantium ripped from his body
Yeah, he had
and
the
still
bone.
survived.
I saw Wolverine walk on the sun.
So, Wolverine is like
It was
Damn
just a
near
skeleton,
immortal.
Just so you picture it was just him like a metal skeleton. Like,
I want to see this.
I'll find it. I
I
have
believe you would.
In his neighborhood.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was a time he fought the Punisher, and Punisher shot his dick off.
Ouch, that's getting
All right.
that is getting bleeped
Then,
out.
he then ran him over with a steamroller.
So
Nope.
okay,
Nope.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kinda
I'm the one that
burn.
says keep it PG, but I
Yeah.
you failed that
You
Failed.
one.
failed that one,
You
Michael.
failed.
Epically, Batman.
I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. Because I would also say Batman is going to be able to come up with a plan. He has a plan to take down himself. He literally came up with a plan to hand the rest of the Justice League of like, here's how you stop me.
There's that just happened too. There was a robot, and I can't think of its name, but
Robobat.
pretty much there was a robot that was supposed to be programmed to take down Batman. That just happened within the past year.
So,
Word.
All
We had this
answered?
conversation.
I'm glad we did.
awkward ending
We're
to
doing
the
a
question segment.
yeah. that's-
No, I kind of like the idea though, Kev. I think doing these questions are
I
good.
think it's great.
Yeah, keep doing
Yeah.
these.
Listen, I mean,
Just
I'm gonna-
next time, we all have to have self-restraint and not look at the question
Don't-
ahead of time.
No, it's not that. He said don't answer the question. He didn't say don't look at the question. So next time, better choose your words wisely.
Hey, go back,
Kevin.
because I'm pretty sure you said don't look at it, guys.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, guys? It doesn't help me that it just popped up. I couldn't do anything about it. It was there.
So wait, are we like personally not supposed to answer it?
No, because we're supposed to be answering it live on the.
Well, I only did.
On
All
the
I
pod.
did was hit yes or no. I mean,
Yeah,
shoot me, guys. Jeez. You guys know I have no self control
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's
I
gonna.
think, yeah.
I'm probably the
We
worst.
angered Frank the other day with
I'm
that.
dude. I'm the worst when it comes to that. Like you can't tell
No
me,
self-control,
Kevin. You're
guys.
really
No
looking back at your text
self-control.
messages right now, Kev. You're really.
I will give George the kudos.
I literally said, no one look at it.
Dang, you went that far back?
It wasn't that far back.
It's not that far.
We don't
Did you
talk enough.
It was last week.
I thought you were kidding. Did you mean for us like not to look at the post? I shared the post.
Well, that's
well,
a
yeah,
good
that was
thing.
after the fact that
It was after
he
the
looked
fact
at
that
it.
he already broke it.
But there's no way for me to sit there and like I can't block
Whatever,
GNT off of my
George.
socials.
Whatever,
it pops right
George.
up.
Whatever, George.
It pops up on
Whatever,
my stories.
George.
So next time,
Whatever,
put it
George.
somewhere I can't see it. How about that? How about that?
There's
How?
flaws
You
that
have
need to be
every
ironed out.
information to everything.
Well,
How
then
can
you know
I?
what, Kev? Don't tell me to not look at it because I'm going to see it anyway. You're screwed either way.
Oh, just wait till we stop recording.
Oh man.
Ouch.
Let's wait.
Royal Rumble.
Geek edition.
This table about to be broken.
It's not mine. Anyway.
All right. So
Main event.
Avatar,
Let's go.
The Last Airbender.
Well, how
Live
how
action.
long have we been recording?
It's about an hour.
Really?
It's 60 minutes, 65 minutes. All right. I mean, we should wrap it up soon because there's a session coming up next 9 o'clock. So we got like a couple minutes to talk about the Avatar.
All right. So, some people are not all caught up. So up to episode 4.
I
we'll
watched
cut it
the
off
whole
there.
thing. I'm the only one that's seen the whole
Only
thing.
the 4.
All right, you're gonna
We'll
have
cut
to
it off
remind me
there.
what stopped at 4 because I'm past that.
Boomy.
Boomy.
I got notes.
Yeah.
Wait, Boomy was at 4?
Boomy's at
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
Oh,
It goes so fast, doesn't it?
does.
It does. It
But
goes so
it's-
fast.
So, yeah, how are we doing this?
All right.
Do you-
So, Avatar: The Last Airbender finally came out on live action. There is much a buzz about it. What
It was
is
a
our
great
initial
birthday gift.
reactions, guys?
hell yeah!
Yeah, it's really, really
It was a
good.
great birthday gift.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Great.
Kev, for having a birthday the same week as all this cool
Yes.
stuff happened. By the
The
way,
same day. Let's go.
Same day. We got Bad Batch. We got Avatar. We got Kev's birthday. I hopped on Helldivers for the week. It's been a good week.
Yes,
It's
it's
been a
Mhm.
good week.
That's been a good week.
Not to mention, we also got some Star Wars stuff, but we're going to save that for a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
Why? Because I was more excited for Avatar releasing this week because it all came out at once.
And
So
that's-
those of you that have binged it, good on you. Those of you that want to savor some of it, join the rest of us.
I didn't
Some
want
of
to.
us don't have a choice.
I tried not to savor it. I really wanted to run through it, but work kind of called me. So there I am.
Yeah.
But
I've really enjoyed it. It's not perfect. It's
What?
like I'll listen. There's a few things. Obviously, like I said, I watched the whole thing. There's some things
Screw
that
you,
I
Kev.
question, like why, but it didn't take away the fact that I still enjoyed the hell out of this show,
it's
even though it's live action. It's only an hour long, and there's only 8 episodes. It's difficult for the creators to mash up 20 episodes from the animated show into 8 episodes.
That's one thing. It is so streamlined, but I think the majority of what I've seen has worked
yeah.
because there's been enough
Mhm.
callbacks, and I'm not a fan of like. I don't think things need to be a one-to-one adaptation. I think
No.
things. I don't want to watch the thing that I know that I've seen 5 times done the same. I think that's what Disney does wrong with their live-action adaptations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think changing up the things they did. There is one fundamental thing that I think they changed that I think works well.
Mhm.
Which I don't know if we want to jump into spoilers for the first episodes.
I mean, listen,
I mean,
The
the
show's
first 4
been out
episodes,
for a
It's
while.
been out. If you haven't seen it already, please go watch it. Come back to us and join the conversation. Pull
Bingo.
a seat up to the table and join this conversation because we're all very eager to talk about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
hmm
My Zuko socks say I'm very eager to talk about it.
Is it burning?
All right, so we want to start with
Oh.
episode 1.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Episode
start
1.
With that crazy
called Aang.
intro.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
What
first
was the other
episode-
one? They called The Boy in the Water or The Boy in the Bubble or something?
was-
like that?
Episode 1 of the
Boy
animated
in the Ice.
is
Boy in the Ice.
Boy in the
Boy in
Ice.
There you go.
But episode 1 encompasses, I was trying to go through and like match them up. So episode 1, I think it encompasses the first 2 of the animated,
Yeah.
but
When-
I
2 or
feel
3.
that the shots in 1 for the live action are like one for one on the first episode.
I was sad
Absolutely.
when he got out of the bubble and wasn't like, "Do you want to go penguin surfing with me?"
Oh,
But like,
yeah.
it's okay because this is a different Aang. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
this is an Aang that carries the weight different. I think
This is the
than-
more realistic.
yeah. I
type-
think this is an Aang
Yeah.
that like understands right away what he did.
I don't think he understood right away.
Nah.
He was just confused at what happened.
He's
Yeah.
confused at what's going on and why people are like talking about war, what war,
And
what's
why-
going on.
and
Well,
why
yeah,
is
what
he
I'm saying is,
why
like,
is he
he
in the South
doesn't-
Pole?
Yeah.
Why is he in the South Pole?
But I think, especially when the grandma or whatever, like she was pointing out the map and talking about like the war.
And she said the intro.
The intro.
She said the
Mhm.
intro. That was so. I got goosebumps from hearing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even at the beginning, I thought like when they did that fight with that were they airbenders?
The airbenders and yeah.
Or no,
Well, first the
Earthbender.
Earthbender. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
little,
was
like
Earthbender.
5-minute intro thing. I was like, okay, this is what they're doing. It's different enough, and it's fast paced.
It definitely was, because you got the guy running through the alleyway from the firebenders, and we're like, who the heck is this guy? And then we find out that this whole thing was a ruse from the Fire Nation to say, oh, you think we're gonna hit Boston? Say no, we're gonna attack
the plan.
So we leak the plan so that you guys think we're gonna do something. You prepare yourselves, but we go the opposite direction. Crazy misdirection that they did. So I kind of dig that. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
And then we get into the whole at the Avatar, at the air temple. And one thing that there has been hot debate on that they kind of fixed in this is if there's any other survivors.
Oh, there's
and they literally say,
boom,
all the airbending tribes were coming to this one location.
That was a really I like that too, because we didn't get that in the TV show, because I thought the Fire Nation went to both air temples.
That's what they kind of did and said
in the show.
Because in the episode with the survivors who were attacked by the Fire Nation, they all went to the northern air temple to live there to stay away from the firebenders. Now, in this one, they changed it and they had everyone come in all at once.
There wasn't that many earth or airbenders, to be honest with you, if they were like, because that wasn't a very big temple. Like,
budget.
I mean, yeah, okay, but
I mean, for a budget, that looked fantastic.
Oh my god, that!
But it
opening
also
scene
makes
was
sense with them being nomadic.
True.
You're not going to have
true,
tons of them.
Yeah,
it's going to
there's,
be
like,
a smaller,
pockets.
like,
Yeah, that's true.
precise community.
And you got to think they're all monks. They're not procreating as often.
But also, too,
I don't know. There was a look there, a couple
was a
looks
chick.
there that were like,
There was a chick monk.
there was a
Like-
few.
Chick monk. What I did there?
Anyway,
oh man,
there were female.
He's
monks.
trying to channel Aang from the anime.
Airbenders.
I mean, my biggest thing with this show, guys,
They
was
literally, you see the firebenders burn people.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
When they
Dude, that was
he
insane.
first like
That's
melts
crazy.
that guy, I was like, holy crap! And then let's take a minute here because I wanted to spend a lot more time with him. Poor Gyatso.
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 Like,
Dude, he's such,
how wonderful was he?
such
And,
a
like,
great
this-
guy.
We could get him later on. I don't know, but in that
Mhm.
5-10 minutes that we had him, oh my god, I loved him.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
the character or the actor was fantastic.
You
He
will
like
always
really
be my friend.
embodied
Mhm.
Gyatso, and
And
then you saw that relationship.
Mhm.
You will
When he's-
always be my
he's-
friend.
That was
He'll
deep.
Always be my friend.
That was deep, man.
That was amazing. Him holding off the airbenders or the firebenders rather, was really nice, and trying to protect the kids.
The kids, yeah,
Yep.
that broke me, man.
Master Gyatso, what are we going to do?
Oh no!
While the Firebenders came in and Order 66 them.
No, I think they roasted
Yeah.
them. Huh? Yeah, what did they?
Oh.
Come on, man. This must be a dark thing.
That's where
God.
that's where immediately I noticed there was like a big change, and that's Aang runs away before the kids start shunning him, and before he like gets the true pressure. Like he runs away when he first finds out he's the Avatar.
Yeah.
And I really like that they were really like, "No, we shouldn't tell him," and
Mhm.
the other people were like, "Yeah, we should."
I didn't even realize they had a council of air masters. Like that was kind of cool.
That makes
I mean, it
sense.
makes
That felt
sense.
very
That
like
totally
Star
makes
Wars
sense.
And it's weird on Wednesdays.
You think
they
this
shave their
chosen one
heads
is in
together.
this boy?
on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm only partially in that council.
Com-
'cause I only
communal
got the top.
shaving.
Exactly. It brings them together.
You haven't earned your marking yet.
Hey, can we talk about that? By the way, that looks really cool.
It does.
Yeah.
So the engravings inside of it, and then
Yeah.
you see the blue tattoo, like the blue marker over it. It's like wow,
And
that's
it
cool.
actually looks like currents of air.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was cool.
Dude,
So-
they did that fantastic.
Okay, so who was everyone's favorite so far from what you've seen?
I can't say, man. My biggest thing with this show is Aang looks like Aang to the T, even with the ears. The ears poking out of his head, it looks like Aang. If you guys do like those scenes where they have it like it's far shots, it looks like the cartoon. It
Yeah.
almost gives me that same excitement that I had when I saw Ahsoka, right? And we see Ahsoka with those scenes like she's far away, and I'm like, I can't tell if this is the cartoon or if this is live action. And I think that's the best part of it for me. Like everything was true to the show. with the exception of some of the story stuff. But visually, it's appealing as hell. The characters are perfect. Iroh, I love Uncle
that's
Iroh.
my favorite.
Iroh.
He is my
Iroh.
favorite.
I love him.
Him and
Iroh.
Boomy.
Oh
Him
my
and
god!
Boomy are
I
my
just
favorites.
did this morning. I just did.
I was
The
kind of
funeral
slightly
for his son.
disappointed with Boomy.
Did you hear the song?
Exactly,
The
dude. That's in my
song!
notes. Like I'm like,
my
is that
God.
Little Soldier Boy?
Little
And I
Soldier
was
Boy.
like,
I had chills. So and it was like really, really deep because I love that song.
yeah.
And then now you see the song playing at his son's funeral. It was just like
But it started
emotional.
like it was a little like thinking of almost
Yeah.
but it was playing when he first started talking
Yeah.
about it, and I was
Mhm.
like, wow.
Yo, every time that song plays, man, I get teary eyed. It's such a good song.
Oh, that was such a sad.
Let's go through my notes here real
sad-
quick.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Iroh's probably my favorite character right now, outside of Aang, obviously. Because
Yeah, I love Iroh and Boomy, and I'm not gonna lie to you, not spoiler, but Zuko, the actor playing Zuko, was kind of shaky for me in the beginning
Yeah, I
because
agree.
to me it looked like he was trying to find his Zuko voice, like he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to find his footing in the Zuko character. But episode 4 on to the finale, that's when he really pushed.
He shines.
I
He
feel
really
that,
did shine.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of felt the same way in episode 1, but I feel like he's really come into it by episode 4, when they start fighting in the Earth
Well,
City.
I wonder how much of that is like him trying to find the character or the show trying to find Zuko's character. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I
like
see
they
what you're
set
talking
it
about.
up that like he's still searching and trying to figure out his place because he's stuck in that. Like we can totally see it by episode 4. You still can see the whole. All right, I got to get back to the Firebender kingdoms and back to my father's right hand side. I gotta like I am the man that's on this mission and I have to complete this mission. While his uncle, who is fantastic,
Mhm.
is still kind of like constantly going like,
You know his connection to Star Wars?
Hmm.
He's the X-Wing pilot in
yes,
Mando.
yeah.
Yup.
Oh snap! I knew he looked familiar.
Yup.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's a good touch.
But
I
like that is just perfect, and you're finding that character, and he's finding who he is, and definitely by like episode 4, you see like a little more of like, this is who I am.
especially with the, I don't remember if this was around episode 4, but when he is at the Earth Kingdom, and he's in the castle, he's looking for Aang, but he's also looking for his uncle, and he has that choice.
That's episode
Yes.
4.
That's
yes.
episode 4. So he makes that choice. And, oh well, the Airbender went to the king, and then the Firebender went to the pit, right? And he has to make that decision. And I think that's where he knows that as much as he wants to get back in his good graces with his father, I think he would actually be rather happier with his uncle.
Yeah.
And that's when we start seeing that tie.
Even
Because
at the end, when
even at the end.
he sees Appa flying away, I was like, "What's the matter?" He's like, "Nothing. Let's just get you home."
Yeah.
because that was right after he got shot in the back with
Yes.
the rocks.
But also that scene with the Earthbending guard, the Iroh.
Oh, beating him up,
Yeah.
Oh my
abusing
god,
him and everything because
Oh, yeah.
his son died at Boxing Say.
his brother.
And
His
Ira
brother.
just sits there and
Takes
takes
it.
it.
Well,
Take-
because
he does
he
that in the
knows.
cartoon,
Yes,
too.
he does.
Yeah, he does in the cartoon, but I feel like this just it is such the great example of a person that has been through the shit, excuse my French, and knows what it's about, but also can recognize where somebody is in that journey and can say, you know what? The only thing I can do right now is to sit here and take it. Because you don't know my story, but I do know yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know where you are on the journey. And it's a different place than where I am.
I think Iroh is at the point where he doesn't understand why there's a war.
Yes.
He's done
Mhm.
with the fighting. He, like you said, he's lost a lot, and he's like, "Well, what are we doing?" And I love the subtle Easter eggs of the White Lotus.
Yeah, I was
With
about to
the-
bring it
yeah.
up
He
too.
keeps
Yeah.
they keep having these little pucks of White Lotus everywhere, and it's always him who's picking it up or dropping it and giving hints of where things are going. So I would love to see the White Lotus. I haven't finished it yet. I'm on episode 6, but don't look at me and tell me anything. But if we would
ain't
see
paying
the White
attention to
Lotus
you.
in the season, that'd be great.
But we shouldn't see White Lotus in the season. We don't see White Lotus until season 3 or season 2.
End of season 2, because that's when they go ahead and get him to training.
Okay, yeah.
They start finalizing because so he gets the training from Toph, and then they have to find a firebender, and the firebender from the Lotus group
I
tells him,
cannot wait to see
Yeah.
Thomas in season 2. Bro.
"Yes,
The blind bandit.
Mm.
Oh god, it's gonna be so
So
exciting.
I am so glad we did not get Toph in this.
Bingo.
Like a lot of people were thinking was going to happen
But
because
why?
you stole the moles.
Yeah, the badger moles.
No, but the moles were a part of that episode.
they were part of the boom."
They
episode.
were, yeah.
They were that cave episode.
Now talking about Toph coming in season 2, we got Azula in season 1 of the show as opposed to season 2.
But I understand why they did that though.
I don't.
We got the whole squad.
Yeah, Ty Lee and May were there too,
Yo,
and I'm just like,
And
That
she
I
was,
don't
like,
understand.
Flipping the
Yeah.
dart thing, I was like, geez.
But I also feel like that whole thing was like setting up congruently what's going on. Where the animated series, every episode doesn't really like sit there and think like congruently these things are going on at the same time this goes on.
Yeah.
The live action is showing that.
But-
where like these things are all happening at the same time.
Yeah, but just think about it too, like the animated series, the first book, we really didn't see Azula or the Fire Lord much. You know they're there.
Mhm.
You see them, but you don't know what they were doing during that time. And they show what they were doing around this time, where the Fire Lord was pushing Azula to where she is going to become.
yeah, crazy. Because
Speaking,
like,
of, speaking of Azul, I really like what they're doing different with Admiral Zhao.
yeah,
Like,
Mm.
holy crap! I didn't really like Zhao in the original series, but like this, like he's slimy.
He's
getting
super
his way
slimy.
in.
but he's also getting the assistance of Azula.
Exactly.
So Azula's finding out that Zhao and her are essentially on the same team.
Mhm.
Zhao wants to come up in the ranks, and Azula wants to look good for her father and kind of throw Zuko to the wayside. So I think those two are going to have a really good impact in season 2, because that's something that we didn't see in the TV show. They weren't even in
Woo!
cahoots with
I'm
each other.
excited. People are completely bashing the actress playing Azula, but I
I like her.
liked her. I thought
Yeah.
like this is
Wait
the
until she's got her hair
Yes.
down and freaking out and throwing
and
lightning
going
before
absolutely
you pass judgment.
crazy.
She started the blue fire
Yeah.
in one of the episodes.
Oh man.
Wait, I got to take it. You guys didn't see that yet.
It's all right.
Damn it! I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Azula does fire! I had no idea. I didn't see that 10
I mean,
years
like
ago.
you're not
Listen.
really gonna like break anything because we've all watched the whole entire series.
But it's like I said though, it's you didn't see her much in the first season, so you're not gonna get her being crazy and psycho and a killer
Mhm.
until she really shows more of her in the second season.
Man, can-
And-
when when Ty Lee, when she starts coming in and she's gonna be throwing them chi blocks, I can't wait.
That's gonna be
Yes.
cool.
Mhm.
I actually did like Ty Lee and May. I think they looked really.
Yeah,
they look
pretty
great.
They
spot
look
on.
pretty TV show accurate.
I
Yeah.
don't understand why they were just there standing there, but
Well, they're
That's
not
kinda what
important
they
right
do.
now.
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
important.
I mean,
Like,
what
it's
was Azula
establishing-
doing? Just throwing, shooting arrows for no reason.
she has done the impossible.
So
I mean-
here's one of the things with this series. We have to step back and realize who is Netflix producing this for. If you think,
18 to 40.
but not even like 18 to 40. If you think Netflix is producing this series for you, the super fan, you're dead wrong.
No, this is
Netflix is producing this to expand the fan base with everybody. So
That
they're
makes sense.
going to sit there and they're going to put stuff out where you're the super fan, you know everything that's about to happen and all that. They're going to put it out for somebody that has never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender at all and is able to then go, "Oh, hey, now I understand why people are talking about the Fire Kingdom being these crazy people that killed everyone and
Or-
massacred everybody."
or this is them thanking the old Avatar fans because you got to think about when this show came out in 2005, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all younger
Dude,
at
that's
the
almost
time,
20
and
years.
now we're
I was
grown.
out of high school, bro.
We were shut. up. We were grown
I
up.
was ending high school.
But I'm saying we're all grown up now, and I think this is what they're giving us, like a more mature show.
Totally.
But yeah, but I understand what Frank's saying too, because you can get the people who were into Game of Thrones, who are in their 40s, 50s, have never seen
Mm-hmm.
Avatar. That will see like, oh man, this looks like an epic drama. I want to watch it because I like Game of Thrones. Because I keep wanting to bring her up, Avatar Kyoshi.
Kyoshi.
The
Oh
Kyoshi
my
Warriors.
God.
How cool
The
did they look
Kyoshi
in live
Warriors.
action?
Suki?
Suki.
So good.
Suki was.
Did you pick up what
Let me tell
Sokka
you.
ended up wearing? He was wearing Kyoshi armor.
Yep.
I was hoping he'd wear the whole makeup
I was
thing
I,
too.
I want him to be in a dress too and makeup, but
that would have been fun.
I wanted to
he
see
was
it at
wearing
least
their
for that
leather
episode,
armor.
but they
You want-
didn't
I
do
must
You
that.
have
want to know
missed
who
it.
was kind of underwhelming to me? It was Sokka a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I thought he was a little underwhelming. Now I understand that, like we said earlier about the X-Men stuff being animated and it's tough to bring stuff to live action. But his comedic thing, Sokka's supposed to be a comedic person and the character. He's supposed to be that laugh
I gotta disagree
in
with
the
you, man.
group. I thought he was kind of underwhelming.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? There's only so much you can do. You have 20-something episodes. You got to condense into 8. There's stuff you got to cut out. But I feel like they still have that essence of Sokka being that funny guy. But at the same sense, they still are trying to push that narrative of my dad left me to run the village. I have to protect. I got to do what I got to
the
do.
best his best part was when they were trying to save Aang. He's like, I'm not getting on that flying thing, and it cuts to them flying. All he hears them screaming.
But it's there though. Like even just some of the one-liners. Sokka's got some of the greatest one-liners in this live action. They may not be the best, but there's some really good one-liners that he has in the series, and I think that's still being them. That's Netflix capturing some of that Sokka essence from the anime.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing it right with it.
I also think they're doing one other thing with it. They are switching the roles of Sokka and Aang slightly. Where early on in the anime, like Aang is the romance,
Yes.
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
don't get
Crushing
that
on
in
guitar.
this.
Yeah.
No, that's
Going
what-
back to
especially
that
the first
episode.
four
back to the
episodes,
cave episode.
You
It
don't
was
see that.
when the cave episode with the moles,
the Badger Mole.
the badger moles. It was Aang and Katara, and then that scene of how they get out is showing love. Is the love thing.
I totally.
but they
swapped
switched
it.
out the live action. It's Sokka and Katara.
Tar.
You know what?
Yeah.
I totally missed that.
That was a step and foreshadow to their romance in the future, and they
Yeah.
completely changed it for the live action.
I mean, listen.
So
look,
Sokka is definitely like when they were with the Kyoshi Warriors,
he was.
he was TTO.
So-
he was Sakian.
I have it in my notes. Sokka was, I don't know, getting,
need to know his
he was
riz.
changing or something, but she's peeking in.
Suki?
Suki's peeking in,
Suki.
and he covers
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
He's like seriously,
Suki,
you need to get you a bell.
liked what she saw.
He's like, seriously, you need to get a bell.
Like for an instance of like, hey, I've been in this village for like an hour now. You're already checking me out. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It's a secluded
they are
island.
flipping
there's not a lot of guys
those
apparently.
two kind of like he's going to be more of that romantic storyline.
But
where
he always
they don't
has
wanna
been.
But he's
they
also
have been, but they don't want to give that to Aang just yet.
No, I mean, listen, like Aang can catch up to that. He's still really,
Yeah.
really young.
what's Aang? 12?
Younger
8?
than that, maybe.
Yeah,
He's
but
probably like
They
10.
said that
Yeah.
from book 1 to book 3,
110?
the whole thing goes within a year.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
makes
like
sense.
it's a huge
Fast.
time
Yeah.
jump.
It's
That's
fast.
crazy.
Everything is set within a year.
That's crazy.
Isn't
to
the
think.
original series set within a year?
That's
Yeah.
what I just said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
oh,
what we're
okay,
saying.
okay.
We're talking about.
That's crazy to me. I didn't realize it was only within a year.
Yes.
But when you think about like I forget it. Whatever.
But that's also why you're going to see everything that's going on with the characters that are not in the picture in the animated series yet, because this is all supposed to be year. It's all supposed to be fast. It's lightning in a bottle. It's everything is happening now.
And I think that the fact that they're running the show as quickly as it has been, it's adding to that suspense of like this is all going to go really quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of maybe things that are different, did you know it was Jet when they were going into the Earth City?
No.
Not me either.
I didn't
No.
I didn't
I didn't
recognize
pay
him.
it no
Well,
mind.
so it popped in my head. I'm like, is this Jet? Maybe it's Jet. And
I
then we got it
started to-
later.
I started to
Yeah.
question it after he said, "Oh, this town could be a dangerous place."
Yeah, that's
And
what
he
I did
smirked
too.
and he I'm like, okay, that might be Jet.
Yeah, I like how they did Jet.
Which is kind of crazy because when you look at like the timeline, That is so far back that's the 10th episode
Mhm.
in the animated series.
And also the what's it called? The guy the inventor
Well, he
yeah.
had an air nomad temple.
yeah,
he
he was
was
at the
actually-
end.
yeah.
That's what I was saying.
That's
They-
what
they-
like
they
they're
com-
combining things that
they're
make
combining
sense.
things, yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I think it's
No.
cool.
no,
Yeah, I think it's all right. I mean,
like I said, they're on a limited time,
limited
8
time.
episodes.
I mean, if you
they
really think
had
about
to-
it, right? So the original Avatar series was about 20 minutes or so, right?
Yes,
You had 24 episodes?
20 episodes.
20 episodes. All right. So-
23 minutes.
So 23
Under
minutes per
10
episode.
hours.
not even that. Like
So
20,
even if you just
19
say let's
minutes?
round it up to 30 minutes, right? 8 hours is only really 16 episodes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So like you're still missing 4. And a lot of those episodes are fillers.
and
you know?
and plus those are episodes too that kind of like go into another episode. Like
They tied together, yeah.
yeah, like the Jet. I think the Jet thing
Jet was
was
like
2 episodes,
2 or 3 episodes, yeah.
So it's like
Because there was more to Jet in the second season. Jet comes
yes.
back in,
Yeah,
in
Jet
second
comes
season.
back in the
so
second
we'll see
season,
him
yeah.
again. You know
I
what I
thought
mean?
it was
And then
awesome
dies.
too, seeing like Pipsqueak as like this huge
big
hulking
dude.
mountain too. I'm
Well-
like, that is awesome.
So the funny part was I liked the camera angle they gave for Pipsqueak. So he wasn't, when he was far away with the camera, he didn't look that big.
Yeah.
But when he was about to beat that dude, he looked massive.
Mhm.
Massive. And I'm just like, holy crap, they really embodied him being huge. And then you look at from far away, he's like, he's not that much taller than Jet. You know what I mean?
I have him in my notes here too, which goes back to that. The costumes in this show are ridiculously
Spot
accurate
on.
and
spot
amazing.
on,
Spot on.
Perfect.
Like,
Spot on.
In that
Yeah.
second episode, they come out and Katara's got her normal, like
Yep.
everyday dress on.
Mhm.
Sokka's got the jacket,
Yep.
or doesn't have the jacket anymore. And the Freedom Fighters,
There were-
there was a little girl with the red on her face. She was cutting the guy up with the knives.
It's
Mhm.
Pipsqueak, and then you have
Is that the Duke?
Junior or no?
Whoever it was,
Ba-
she was spot
something.
on.
Yeah.
The long shot or whatever his name
Long
was.
Shot, yeah.
He looked great. It's just everything looks
To the team.
like it should.
Yeah.
Um,
They did a good, I think they learned a lot from One Piece. This is really
Totally.
where it's coming from because
totally makes sense.
it's One Piece was that first initiation of, all right, we're gonna take anime and we're gonna put it into live action. Then they came out with Yu Yu Hakusho, same thing, anime into live action to the T.
Yeah.
And they have to do that. They have to, because there's no way for you to go ahead and have a TV show that people have been seeing for years. You know what I mean?
yeah,
One Piece is at 1,100 episodes. Okay,
they're about to do
Yeah.
My Hero Academia live action too.
exactly. So these shows that people have been watching for so long, the image is embedded in their head already of what these characters look like. So now, if you change something up in visually, storyline, it's got to do what it's got to do. But visually, if you change that up, it's gonna mess with your head the entire
Yeah,
time.
I will say that
Mhm.
everyone behind this show and the creators and everything, they really made this with heart.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It wasn't like the M. Night Shyamalan movie that somebody in this table actually did enjoy.
I'm proud of what I like and don't like.
And
So,
you should be proud.
I don't
Look,
care.
bro, I will give you
Oh, sure.
art is subjective, and you like what you like because there's a lot of things that I like that nobody at this table likes. Thanks for giving me time on DC stuff today, Frank.
No problem.
Larry would never do these things.
Nope.
Sorry, Larry.
But
Perfect world.
If I'm not here next week.
no, you like what you like and go for it, man.
Kevin, you okay, man? Get your life together. You're only 26. You're not that old.
Happy birthday, Kev.
Thanks, man.
One last thing I want to talk about is the music, and
Oh my
it took the
God.
original
Yeah.
soundtrack
Mm.
and it just
Even at the
kicked
end
it to-
credits.
exactly
The
like
end
it's
Yeah.
and it's just that next level like epicness to
Listen
it. that
to
I
it
would
in
expect.
headphones. It's game
I did.
changing. It's
I have it on saved on my Amazon music, and I'm like, I don't want to
Oh.
listen to it until I'm done the show.
I know it's so good. It's so good.
Really
I think
good.
they took it. This
Amazing.
is a definite one-to-one visually, sonically storyline. It's somewhat there, but this has been the best rendition of something like this.
I will say I do question the two things at the end. Obviously, they didn't see it yet, so I'm not going to keep it to myself.
I'm
But
I'm going
overall,
to watch.
I love this series. I love what they did.
Now, my issue with this is we're loving it right now. When are we getting the next season already? I'm already at that point.
I don't know.
You may not.
It's probably
going
gonna
to
be a year.
2026, 2027.
Really? I thought they were going to try to push out a year.
Though. Are they people were debating about this too, and they're saying are they doing are they going to do what Stranger Things did, and that's wait too long that these kids are going to grow up. And
That's
that's
an
what they
issue.
can't do.
Stranger Things had a lot of situations and hurdles in
Yeah.
their path that made that happen. But I think Avatar, if they keep the foot on the gas and keep that momentum going, it's doable. Because
You
they
got to
are
start filming maybe towards next year.
maybe end of this year.
And you knock
And-
out
yeah.
book 2 and 3 at once.
Well, because here's the thing: it's 8 episodes. They only just need to find the core storyline, and that's what they're doing with season 1. Is core story parts.
I think that's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
perfect summary of what it is.
It's just the core information. All these little side stories and all these little, side engagements and stuff like that. It's not important to the main core story. Then that's all you got to focus on, and that's not hard. It's not hard. But I am also saying this as a person who really wants to see season 2 after season 1.
Yeah, I need to see the
Yep.
Blind Bandit.
because
I'm
I
so
have
excited to see
no
her.
self-control.
all right.
The boulder.
The boulder is conflicted.
Funny about that, I watched it was the thing about they were at Comic-Con and the girl that plays
Yeah.
Toph, and they were going back and forth like the boulder is, and it was like yeah. And it was like so funny the banter of them back
Yeah,
and
it
forth.
sounds just like her.
So
Yeah.
All right. Without spoiling what happens, what besides Toph are we looking forward to the most? One thing.
More Suki.
Ba Sensei.
Yeah.
I want to see Ba Sensei in that fight with the Fire Nation
What I
attacking Ba Sensei.
want-
I just want to see all out like Avatar, like not Avatar, but like all out
Bender
Bender
fighting.
fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I want to see is Aang losing it when Appa gets taken.
Oh,
That's
but that's that
exactly-
Ba Sensei
I-
area.
That's that boss. Yeah.
The
No,
desert,
that's the
the
library.
library.
That's a lot. That's what I want to
Mhm.
see.
Oh, can we talk about the spirit world real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, did you
My-
not get that far?
Yeah.
No.
Damn it!
Yeah. Spirit World is after episode 4.
I'll
If
let
you're
you
gonna
guys-
talk about it, talk
I'm
about
not
it.
now.
All right,
I'm
all
gonna
right,
leave
all
that.
right.
We'll save that for another episode because I thought that was really freaking cool.
My
But you
friend
guys
did.
got to see
My
it.
friend did not like that part.
I loved it. I thought it was really
not
cool.
because of the visual. It's just
it was creepy. All right,
I
we're
feel
gonna
out of
save that.
place
Go
on
for
it.
it.
We're
Go
gonna
for
save-
it. I'm
no,
gonna
he
watch
doesn't.
it.
He doesn't because he's a
It's
big
fine,
Avatar
guys,
fan.
it's
He
fine.
doesn't appreciate that they put every single one of them all together at
I
once.
agree. That was weird. They shouldn't have did that. I think
Yes.
that kind of destroyed that whole like you're the Avatar, you're the bridge between these two worlds, and then your buddies come along with you. This is where I'm stopping. We're gonna save that for next episode because Mike give me a look.
Not even.
No, I'm
not
I'm
even.
confused.
Not even
That-
just.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
I'm
know.
confused.
understand
That's
it.
why.
That's the
I
look
don't
of confusion.
understand it.
I don't
It's
want to get you
confusion.
more confused. So we'll save that for next episode. But real quick, thoughts on where we're at with the show, going down the line.
Episode up to episode 4, loving it. Think everything's fantastic. I think the casting, the acting, the way they're going with it is just right. It's perfect for a live action anime.
If I had a book, I'd get on the same page with you right now because that's exactly it. I love it. It's different. I'm not expecting these kids to do Shakespeare, but
Yeah.
I think they are passable and they're doing good.
They're doing amazing.
I feel when Aang says things, I feel his shame in his voice. I feel his hope in his voice at the same time, and I would follow Aang. Like I like that kid. He's probably the youngest on the show. I think he's doing great. I
Yeah.
want them to continue it exactly as they're doing it.
I mean, like I said, it wasn't the most perfect series. No show or movie are ever perfect. But as an Avatar fan who grew up watching the show, and then I had to rewatch it to refresh my memory because obviously this live action was coming out. I enjoyed the hell out of the series. I give it probably 8.5, 8 out of 10. There is some questions that I had with the series, but it didn't take away the fact that I enjoyed the hell out of the series.
All right, George, your last thoughts?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
sorry, were you done?
I,
Kat?
I,
Oh, no, I was
I
done.
think 8.5 is
Yeah.
right where I am. That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm around episode 6 right now, so I have like a little bit of end of 6, 7, and 8 to finish. But the fluidity of the show has been phenomenal. If you've never seen Avatar before, it's an easy way to get into Avatar because once you watch this, I can guarantee you're gonna go watch them like, oh, what's the anime? And anime's on Netflix.
Yeah, my friend literally texted me. He's like, "Bro, I just binge watched all 8 episodes, and now I'm rewatching the animated
Yeah,
series."
I mean, and here's the thing: we all know what's happening with Nickelodeon. They're expanding this Avatar universe, so now
we're
you're just
getting a movie
more.
next year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
We're finally getting we're finally getting a sequel to the original series of them being in their 20s and what happened.
And how they were able to go ahead and set everything up for the future.
Yay, bad father Ang. Woo!
Yeah, we'll see
Zuko
that.
finally maybe finding his mom.
So
Finally.
So yeah, I'm thoroughly excited about this season. Next season, the third book, the future of Avatar, because I'm so happy that they brought this back after 20 years. So,
Totally.
Definitely on the right step for sure.
All right, so I think that about does it for us here, the Geeks at the Nerd Table. If you are enjoying everything that we're putting out there, talking about Avatar, we're going to hit you up with another episode of the rest of it. You're also going to see me and Larry live react to it. We watched it and reacted immediately after the first episode and had to stop ourselves before we hit the second episode because we so just wanted to let it keep playing badly after watching it. There's tons of news out there about everything coming out. So hit us up in the comment sections of wherever you are finding this, whether it is on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram,
TikTok,
yeah. All of the places. Hit us up, give us a like, give us a subscription. Like, comment, subscribe,
and make sure you subscribe to GNT Sports Talk. We talk about sports every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Always gotta bring that in.
Well, it is our.
It's part of our crew.
I'm kidding.
Part of our crew.
I'm kidding.
Now, of course, if you love Avatar, you're extremely passionate about all of it. Come, pull a seat up at the table. You're more than welcome. We want you to be a part of the conversation because we're just as excited that we are getting this, and we're just happy that we can sit around and hang out and discuss it. So, pull a seat up to the table. We're Geeks at the Nerd Table.
I just want to add one thing. If there is any chance, it swells my feet. David Mack, if you're watching this or listening to this, the creator of Echo, thank you for checking out our stuff. Thank you.
I was literally on the phone with Larry. We were talking about what we're going to talk about for the sports, and I saw that. I'm like, Larry, the guy who created Echo just mentioned us in this story. He's like, no, he didn't. I'm like, and he paused for like 2 minutes, and he's like, oh my god,
that is like bucket list, awesome thing.
That's sick
for you to do. Thank you so much. I'm printing that out and putting that into my memory folders. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. A complete honor. Humbled. Thank you.
So check us out. Until we see you next time.
Adios.
Later.
Deuces.